Yes, people, we are back for another edition of Rivals. Rivals are here, man. Come on, you Spurs. Big up everyone in the chat. I'm going to just say straight from the off, please like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you tell your friend, you tell your mister, your sister, your bestie, all of that, man. Big up to the chat inside already. Hold tight, Ellie. Big up yourself. Big up the chest each and every time. Big queen in the building. First one in the building, supporting, showing so much love. Spursy Talks. I see you, man. Big up. And the co-workers, I thank you very much. And Tot Spurs, big yourself up, man, as well. Tot Spurs in the building. And everyone else watching from home. I'm going to get straight into it, man. We've got a few guests. We've got a few debuts. So I'm going to bring him in straight away. And it goes by the name of Nicolas, man. What are you telling me, bro? How you doing?
I'm good, man. West Ham, through and through, since 1994. Lifelong fan.
West Ham, boo! Get out there, boo!
Oh, Yoms. Oh, Yoms.
Oi. So our first Hammers. We've also got Uncle Yoms coming back in. What are you telling me, bro? You good?
All good, bro. All good. You know what it is. Man United fan all day, every day. It's love, though. Nicolas, this guy is the number one Man United hater. West Ham can lose 10-0. He'll tell me, you man done rubbish today.
I'm indeed.
He's a hater.
Well, 10 hard in, bro. 10 hard in.
That's what you're telling me. Say no.
Moisin as well, bro. Don't get twisted. Moisin. Also, we've got Chinks back in the building. How you doing, my broski?
Big up, man. I'm good, man. Hello to everybody as well, man.
Love.
Everyone's good.
What's up, man?
And also, we've got another man here by the name of Toon Tactics. You can guess what team he supports. How you doing, my brother?
I'm doing very, very well. Evening to gentlemen, evening to the panel. Great to be here, ready to talk some football with you guys.
Cool, man. Cool. Also, we've got another guest to join me. We have What's everyone laughing for? I don't understand.
I'm looking at my decor behind me. I'm like, I could have put the washing somewhere else a little bit. Do you know what I mean? Like the aesthetics not giving. It's not giving Mike Saber. It's giving, guy leaves his clothes on his boundary. But okay, we'll focus.
He's keeping it real. Keeping it real.
That's what it is, man.
We're clean, man. We stay fresh. We've been fresh.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, boys.
I'm gonna start friendly, man. We're gonna get into some Prem talk, but before we do that, does Southgate deserve to keep his job?
No.
Yes.
Whoa. I want to start with I want to start with a new boy, Nicolas. Man, what are you saying?
So Yomi knows I've made my feelings clear on Southgate from 6 years ago. Nice guy. He's a yes man. I bet behind the scenes he does all the things that the FA will ask him to do. Probably makes them tea and coffee in the morning as well, As a football manager, I mean, what it is, I actually met the guy as well at my last job. Nice guy, shook his hand, had a conversation about.
And then you come on the internet and talk spicy about.
No, this
what guy.
This is years ago, and this is when I think Hodgson was still in charge actually. And I can't lie, I never ever thought Southgate was going to be an England manager. I just didn't see in his personality, in his aura. And I think it goes without saying, this is the best current crop of English players we've had probably since the Lampards, the Gerrards, the Joe Coles, the Rooneys. Yeah. And I think it's being let down by an average manager. It's not his fault. Like, it's almost like Solskjaer at Man United.
You said it's not his fault?
It's not his fault for being an average manager. He was given the job.
Whose fault is it then?
He was given a job, of course he'll say yes. It's like Lampard at Chelsea.
He's like, oh my days, I can't believe they've picked me.
Yeah, if you're offered a job,
you are what you are.
Yeah, if like Lampard at Chelsea, you can't say no. Ole, you can't say no. So Southgate, of course, they offered him a job. He can't say no, but he isn't ready to be a manager at England level. That's my opinion.
Can I? Right, listen. The thing in the UK, The thing in the UK is people are ungrateful as fuck. That's what we are in the UK. We're ungrateful as fuck. Yeah. I remember. You don't even need to be old to remember when we were getting moved to by Iceland, that supermarket chain. We were getting moved to, yeah.
But we got moved to by Iceland under
international
Southgate, though.
competitions. Yeah, let's have some damn respect for Southgate. A little bit of respect, please. You can want the man to leave, but let's not talk spicy on his name for what he's done for this England team. All right, okay, we made it to the final against Italy. We lost. Fair dues. We made it to a World Cup semi. Yeah. To people talking about, okay, swap Southgate for ex-manager. Okay, how did Hansi Flick get on as Germany manager? International management isn't club management. Yeah, there's a meshing that you need to do, which isn't just tactical. Yes, I think we can all acknowledge that Southgate isn't a tactical. Yeah, he's not the guy who's going to have these patterns of play, and that's not him. But he is
Jay, let me just come in on that. Yeah, you put respect on his name. Look at what he's done for England.
Yeah,
what has he done for England?
Bro? Listen, he is the most successful England manager in your lifetime.
Yeah, playing against garbage.
If he's done nothing for England, then nobody else has done anything for England either.
No, that's not the argument. The argument isn't whether or not it's not. The argument is should he keep his job? Is he good enough for the role? The answer is when you say look at what did Hansi Flick do, right? Hansi Flick has got the poorest Germany team that he's got a really poor.
Nagelsmann's got cooking.
He's got a really poor Germany. He had a really poor Germany team. But either way, right? England, every single time we have come up against a team that is good, we have lost.
Every time we play a team that's better than us, we lose. Oh my God!
Better than us. Better than us. I never said your words. That's your words. I never said better than us. A team that is good.
Croatia.
I love this show.
Let me push this back at you. Versus Croatia, yeah. Look at the team Croatia had versus England. Yeah, Croatia were better than England. Yeah, versus Italy,
maybe
England lost that game in the midfield. Look at the midfield that Italy had in comparison to England.
Sorry. You're making excuses.
I'm making excuses.
That Italy team should
context.
Not listen. I love that. I love that word. These men know that I love that word, but that's not what it is here.
Around what happened,
Jay. With all due respect, that Italy team. That Italy game was there for the
tournament. So how can you say that shit when they won the tournament?
For the taking. Did you watch the game? It was there for the taking. With Southgate had no balls. He's got no balls.
Man, I deal with no foolishness, Chadlas.
I don't know how you're fighting for Gareth Southgate.
I'm not fighting.
You got to be trolling. You got to be trolling.
The thing about people, they do revisionism. Yeah, I don't do revisionism.
None of us has ever thought he was good.
Hold on. I remember all the decisions that Southgate's made. Yeah, that fans shitted on in real time, but he was proven correct. When he wanted to play Sterling, and everyone said drop Sterling.
What, playing against the Cayman Islands?
Bro, he played Sterling.
I don't understand. Look at everything he's done in a match. He's done nothing. He's played 100 friendlies against countries we've never really heard of.
The point you're making is not the point I'm making right now. Stick on point. Listen.
Yeah, you're saying he's made revisions in real time. Oh my God!
Listen to the point and then rebuttal it. Yeah, got you. Southgate has made so many good decisions for England in terms of the personnel he's picked, in terms of the decisions to play people. Yeah, they've been proven right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The decisions to play people, he's got the best England team we have ever had. The decisions to play people.
What?
He's got the best English team.
This team is better than the team that Capello had.
English team that we've had in a lifetime.
Capello had. These are better players than what Capello had.
Yeah, it's a squad. In terms of the talent pool to choose from, yes.
I'm done. Someone else talk because I can't talk.
Yeah.
I think
Please, I can't.
Jay, so are you being serious? Like, are you serious?
No,
Bro,
serious.
I'm being
He's deadly
serious. The
serious.
guys just said that's the best England team
You
we've
can't
ever
see-
had.
you can't
How
see
is this
this-
team better than
You
Lampard,
can't see the
Gerrard,
Southgate post
Scholes,
underneath that.
all them,
Underneath
man?
that laundry.
Yo,
I see the
wind up.
Southgate posted it. I was going to say, look, going back to the original question, which is, should Southgate keep his job? There's parts of where I agree with Jay, and there's parts where I agree with Yoms on this. And we even go back. I know it's international football, but we even talk about it at our clubs when we talk about Arteta, all these other managers who haven't won major trophies, and we look at them and we say, can this person cross the Rubicon? Can he get us over the line? And I think when people look at Southgate, yes, he's got to the final. Yes, he's got to the final. Yes, he's got to the semi-final. But when people look at Southgate, and I think this is the Southgate as a person, they don't see the person that's going to get us the World Cup or the Euros. They just don't see it. And every team reflects their manager. They reflects their leader. And when I look, for me personally, when I look at England, when they do win the big games, I feel like they win it in spite of Southgate rather than because of Southgate. I feel like they themselves take off the handbrake and say, no, we're going to play this and we're going to win like that. The two friendlies are an example.
Sensational.
Like I'll only talk about 3 games. One was the Hungary game was when we lost, was it 4-1 or whatnot, was an example of a team that's free flowing and totally destroyed England. The last 2 friendlies, Brazil, Belgium, higher caliber teams, but player for player, either where England are the same or just above them. But you can, and I don't think, in my view, when I watched Brazil, I don't think they were trying very hard.
Yeah,
that's the problem. I don't think they were trying very hard.
And this is the worst Brazil. This is the worst Brazil I've seen in a long time. In a long time.
I don't see, when I look at Southgate, and I think Nicolas made the point, being a company man, and this is part of the problem. I don't think there's enough managers who covet the England job. There's not enough managers who say who are chasing Champions Leagues or Premier Leagues who if England came calling, they'll say, do you know what? I'm gonna go. And England as an FA have to go to the Southgates. Southgate wouldn't get into a top 6 side. No way. He wouldn't get a top 8 or top 9 job. Yes, sir.
You make a lot of good points. I'm gonna push back on a couple of them now. I'm saying that the points you make negate one big fact that I think that most people ignore when they talk about Southgate. You might get somebody who can lift the ceiling of this England team, but you will also probably get someone who's going to lower the floor. That's the point that people miss when they talk about Southgate. The floor of the England team is pretty high. It's a quarter-final. It's a semi-final. It's getting knocked out by France. It's losing on penalties to Italy.
Do you watch the route? Do you know the first thing that people say is the route England had to that final and the route we had to the semi-final was nothing.
The teams that England played, who did they knock out?
Trash. Our group was trash. Our picks, our quarterfinals were trash. Our semi-finals were trash.
The champions of Africa.
That's you're on a wind up, Jay. You're on a wind up, Jay. You're on a wind up, Jay. You're on a wind up.
He's on a wind up. Do you know what it is? I bought it, Chinks. I'm so glad you said it because I bought it. I hooked in. He's like this.
You know what's funny, Jay? Hey, Jay, you know what's funny? Hold on.
I struggle to have these conversations. I struggle to have these conversations because you guys are not fair. England lost to Brazil. I think that's the first time England have lost in a year or something. Before Brazil. Before that, they lost to France. Yeah. Before that, they lost to England aren't getting their ass kicked every week. Do I think they're not playing? Do I think it's time for a change? Potentially, yeah. Do I think Southgate should lose his job? On what grounds?
Jay.
On what grounds?
Let me interject there. You see how you just said, we might get someone to raise the ceiling, but they might drop the floor. Every team in the top 10, I think he's played 6 of them. He's won 1. So do you get what I'm saying? So where his ceiling is, he's never going to beat anyone that he needs to beat to win a competition. We need the ceiling. We need the ceiling.
Of the games. We lost.
Can I ask you a question, Jay?
To France, we lost on penalties to Italy. these are margins.
But that's down to his
better in
now,
the game. But that
against 246-year-old centre backs, he didn't want to attack them. He didn't want to attack
he's a bit of a, can you admit,
on a Zimmer frame.
You can admit he's a bit of a coward though. Like his style is very pragmatic.
I would say risk averse.
Like Jay, like we all have these moments in life. I've got an analogy. You go out, you're in a club, you've got a couple of brethren with you, and you get in sticky situations, and you look before you get in that sticky situation, you look around you. There'll be guys with you that you
see Southgate.
You can have a friend that's a Southgate, and you're looking at him and thinking, "Do you know what? I'm going to leave this. I'm going to leave this one alone." Until we bring the Zerbi in and we get counter-attacked in the World Cup semi-final and get knocked out. Then you guys will know. But look, you can have a Diego Simeone type of friend next to you, and you're like, "Let's have it." And when you put it in the context of the games themselves, I don't think when Jude Bellingham, who's getting coached by Carlo Ancelotti, when goes on internationals, looks over the sideline and he sees Southgate saying to him, "No, go back, defend." He's filled with the courage and heart to go out there and be himself. And that's the point I'm making.
I hear the point. But do you not remember that sexy Spain a couple of tournaments ago that everyone was like, "Oh, Spain, they're so amazing. Look at them. Look at how they play." Italy sent them packing.
That's a trash Spain side.
Jay. So I'm gonna ask you a direct question. Yeah.
Go on.
Do you not even I'm gonna add extra words? Do you think Southgate is a good manager?
I think Southgate is a good international manager. I don't think.
Do you know why he's adding that caveat? Because the next question is, would you have him at your club? And the answer to that would be no. It's a caveat. Man's got that small print. Barry's not included.
I'll pay you the money in a month.
No, I don't think he's a particularly good domestic manager, but I think he's clearly a good international manager. Is he an amazing international manager?
Do you know what, Jay? Let me ask you a question, a direct question as well. Yeah, have you ever seen Gareth Southgate, when England's back is against the wall, make a change or a tactical switch that puts the game in England's favour?
That's a good question. I'm trying to think. Funnily enough, England's games, like the games that
you're fucking good at this, you know, Jay.
No, it's not really. It's not really, because it's quite specific. It's quite specific questions, because it's like, so I could say that he made a change against France and it made a material difference in the game, or I could say something changed in the game, but it wasn't reflected in the result. So it's a difficult question to specifically answer.
Oh, you're on a wind-up.
So you're saying he made a change that didn't make a difference?
No, I'm saying
Jay, I'm going to give you a difference
to the result.
This is what you just did, Jay. We just literally said it's blue, and we all agreed that it's blue, and then you said, "What? Who said that blue is blue?"
No, that blue is blue. No, you guys are being deliberately obtuse. No, this is the thing. I don't mind agenda, but you're being deliberately obtuse. I'm saying I will not disagree. I will not disagree that Southgate is a reactive rather than a proactive manager. Yeah, that's that. I'm not arguing the points that you're bringing up. You're bringing up relevant points.
It's the disrespect.
Southgate tactical enough when England's backs are against the wall to make sufficient changes for England to be better?
Okay.
Maybe not based on the evidence. However, he is good enough to set England up in a way.
Final question for me.
Hold on. Let me just make my point, because obviously, like, he's good enough to set up England in a way where they are going into most games, and it's been a while since I've seen England comprehensively outplayed in an international tournament.
Brass tacks. Final question on this. Can Southgate get England to win the major trophy?
Yes.
Wow.
What have you seen?
Yes.
Because 100%. 100%
against France, that showed me the level that England can play to. Like, they went toe-to-toe with France. They didn't, like, they lost the game, but it was a 50-50 game.
Jay, do you know why I rate you? I rate you I rate you very highly, and if I'm ever in court and there's no solicitors around, bro, I'm calling Jay.
Yoms, he said obtuse.
Yeah,
He said
I'm a transparent man. Right now, he's going for
He said obtuse. I said, it's finished. It's over.
I asked him a question.
You know what, Yoms? Yoms says, yeah, are Newcastle going to win the Premier League? That's an obtuse question.
I'm saying. I asked this guy if Gareth Southgate has ever made a change the game and put it in England's favor, and he told me he made a change against France that didn't make us win the game.
No, you forgot a bit there. He said there were changes in the game, but he doesn't know if he can attribute that to what Southgate did.
Oh, wait. Let's just the game one day. Hold on. Let's switch it up.
This guy's the GOAT.
I just want to where people's football brain is real quick. Before I move on to the next topic. Go on.
Yeah.
Go on.
No, I was going to say, the only thing I agree with Jay is that against France, England were the better team. I can't lie, in a World Cup. And if it weren't for Kenny missed by Harry Kane, I think they would have won that. But I lost trust in Gareth Southgate. I'll tell you when he lost my trust.
Jay, listen.
He had 4 right backs.
4 right backs.
He had Trent Alexander-Arnold. He had Trent, Reece James, Trippier, and Kyle Walker. Right?
Yeah.
He had to drop 1 or 2. You know what he done? He took all 4. He's a
coward. He's a coward.
I can see Nicolas going through the paper, seeing that. That's it. It's so funny.
He's a coward.
No. That's what 4 right backs. What?
Bro, he's got Maguire in every team. Maguire in every team. Hendo in every team.
He's loyal. He's loyal, guys. What can we say?
But even like over the years, right? Jack Grealish, he didn't like him. He dropped him. He bowed down to the pressure. He called him up. Madders, the same thing. Didn't like him. The pressure called him up. Maino,
alternative views.
Notice that he tends to bow down.
Alternative facts. You sir are fake news. You sir are fake news. So rather than give him the credit for bringing these players in, it's we forced him into it. We forced him into it. That's the same tournament that Sterling.
Most managers will stick to their guns.
That's the same tournament that Sterling lit up. The same tournament that everyone was saying drop Sterling, start Grealish. Was he right to keep Sterling in the first team? Yes or no? Was he right to keep Sterling in the first team? Yes or no?
What, man, you know a broken clock is right twice a day.
I'm not saying that. So was he right to withstand the public opinion and make a tough decision for the benefit of England? You already know the answer. I'll be back. Don't worry.
Oh, he's on that one.
He's on that vibe, yeah.
Ash, you got to move on.
That doesn't override all his bad decisions, though. Let's just not forget that.
Didn't Jay do this last time? He was going to leave and then he heard something and he came back again.
Hey, I'm trying to keep it fair here, boys. I'm just trying to keep it fair. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to keep it fair.
All right, cool. The next question I was going to ask, just to see people's football brains where they at. And it sounds like a dumb and obvious question, but it's international break. There's no rules. CR7 or...
CR7.
Wait. Or R9.
Oh, no, he didn't.
For what?
Controversial.
What's the context?
I'm saying who's the better player?
Better player or better career? What's your criteria?
Not career. He's a better player.
Because we know he's got a better career.
Yeah, career is not debatable. It's not debatable. Who's a better player?
Better players are 9. Better players are 9. Better careers.
I'll tell you, Toon, when you say player, what do you mean by that?
Yeah,
all around.
Okay,
what do you mean by that?
So both.
Was it obtuse?
So R9, we'll CR7. We know that started off as a winger or at least left forward, and then developed into a striker. And his ability to adapt his game is legendary of what's happened. People always say that, for instance, between CR7 and Messi, Messi's got the tricks, and forget that CR7 is known for was putting guys on their backsides from young. Like he's got incredible. I just remember this because I guess maybe when I'm thinking of R9, because I was younger compared to CR7, and this, I kind of bow down to kind of people's opinions on this. It's just when I feel like when R9 came along, there was nobody like him. When they described him as the phenom, he really was the phenom. Power, aggression, ability, pace, finishing. Apps. He was doing things that nobody was doing. He lit up people's imaginations, and he did that for a certain period of time. And I know that CR7 had his, and I guess that's what I'm kind of judging it more on those type of moments when I think of R9 and CR7, and in terms of footballing ability, that's why I kind of give the footballing ability to R9 on that.
So he's gone, Jay. Sorry,
I was just gonna say. I feel like people like the idea of R9 more than they like R9 because I'm a little bit older. I know, contrary to popular belief, because I look great, but the fact of the matter,
that was fucking smooth. With a cig in hand, with a cig in hand as well.
The thing is like, you know what? If you said to me right now, you said give me peak. If you said give me peak Luis Suarez or Ronaldo,
don't do it.
Cristiano, that would have been a harder question for me. That would have been a tighter question for me. The reason why I'm saying that is R9. Like a lot of the stuff that R9 did, the amazing World Cup and stuff, because R9 was injured a lot. I've seen this with Deadly King. Your greatness is built a little bit more because you're missing, because you don't have to play those moments. You don't actually have to.
Did Deadly King win a Ballon d'Or?
Fuck off! Are we having an R9 and CR7 debate?
No, listen.
Nobody said anything.
Listen, I'm saying the availability is a thing.
I know. I'm trolling.
I get it, but Cristiano, his availability, his consistency, and what he's done, it makes it not even a question to me. And factor in the fact that a number of the years that Ronaldo was doing it was in the lower European.
But we're talking about careers now. We're talking about careers.
No,
now.
I'm not just careers. I'm talking about who he was playing against.
Ability.
As in, like Ronaldo was playing against the creme de la creme in Europe and being the best player.
Which Ronaldo?
Which Ronaldo?
But Jay, Jay, so say injuries and that wasn't an issue, right? Say, for example, there's, I don't know, some pill they could both take.
Yeah.
Never going to get injured.
One of them did, I think.
Who are you taking based on their ability?
I'm gonna give it Cristiano. I'm just.
So sorry, Cristiano. Can I jump in, lads? So are we not gonna maybe I'm too much of a balanced Libra, yeah. So couldn't we just say because R9's theoretically the best striker there's ever been, and an all-rounder CR7 is better as an all-rounder, doesn't that put respect on both and kind of nip it in the bud?
Very Switzerland of you.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, but I think you've built your team, yeah. So you've built your team and you've got one space left, right? Who are you taking, Jing?
Well, your life depends on it.
Because wait, hold on, guys. Let me just change it, because if we're looking at a forward, and CR7 played as a forward, right? Ronaldo also played as a forward. And as Yoms said, if there's one space left, who are we taking? Let's answer that.
That's blasphemy, though, man.
Ronaldo and prime Ronaldo.
I'm trying to get man in trouble, man. I'm trying to win the league this year.
Can I just understand from you guys, where is Suarez compared to these two?
Nowhere near it.
Nowhere near it. He's a racist. That's what he is.
Yeah. Let's not talk about the pitch for a second.
You know that there's about 50 people. There's about 50 people between.
What do you mean? Like in the last?
There's about 50 strikers before you mention Suarez.
In the last 10, hold on.
Suarez is right next to Ledley King. He's right there next to Ledley King. That's what
I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, you know what, Jay? Let me just give you an equivalent of what you've just done. Yeah, we're talking about.
I don't know why you think R9's CV is better than Suarez's. Like,
No,
it's
Jay,
not.
don't do that. Don't do that.
It's
Don't
not.
do that.
It's not.
Don't do
It's
that.
not.
We're talking about
not.
Bugattis, and
It's
you've just said
you guys act like
where's Vauxhall Corsa in all
like
of
you
this?
didn't see Suarez have the best season a striker's ever had in the Premier League. You act like you didn't see that with your own eyes. You saw that. You then saw him go to Barcelona and duppy the thing with Messi and Neymar. You saw that. Yeah? Go check his accolades list.
Do them things, man. Do not do them things, man.
Stats, man.
Do them things.
Guys, you know what? I just got to say something quickly.
Go on.
My only issue with R9 is that when you actually look at him properly, at his best, he had only 3 seasons. It was his first season at PSV.
Yeah.
His first season at Barca.
Yeah.
And his first season at Inter. Then came the World Cup. Then came the injury when he collapsed.
And then Real Madrid, a couple of good performances.
But the R9 at Madrid weren't the same R9. I mean, at his peak was 96 to 99.
I agree with that.
After that, although he got the goals at Old Trafford, the hat trick, that wasn't the R9 that I grew up on. That was the second R9. That's why I've got to give it to
that was like the second coming of Tyson.
Longevity. Let's not get that. We're not talking about longevity. We're not talking about careers here.
I'm upset. I'm upset that you guys don't see Suarez. You know.
No, I rate Suarez because Suarez had a standout season.
He's good.
Good. That when he loved the.
Is Suarez the best? Is Suarez the best number 9 of this generation?
No.
Who is?
There's.
I don't think there's one.
No. Who is of the last 12, 13, 14 years? Who's the best striker of this generation?
Well, Peter Crouch has got more goals than Suarez.
See, because what happens now is the slow realization of what I'm saying comes, and you guys say, actually.
So hold on. When you say that generation, is Suarez? What generation are you talking about?
Are we including Thierry?
Are we including Henry?
Are we including Thierry? Aguero. He's that generation.
Oh, I'm taking Aguero above Suarez. I'm taking.
Oh my days!
I am. I'm sorry. I am. I'm taking Aguero above Suarez.
Oh my days!
Who else did you mention? Who else did you mention?
Lewandowski.
I'm taking Lewandowski above Suarez. Who else did you mention?
Oh my!
Who else did you mention?
Benzema.
I'm taking Benzema above Suarez. Who else did you mention? You're giving me the names.
He's got a point, though. You got a point.
No, bro. Honestly, what he's saying is, I used to be a Suarez hater. I used to be, and then I watched back, what he did at Barcelona with Messi, and because if Messi's not there, he wins Ballon d'Or. Yeah, that's how good he was at Barcelona. Yeah, that's how good him, Neymar, and Messi were at Barcelona. And I'm hearing people. I used to be a Lewandowski stan. I watched Lewandowski. I watched Suarez. You cannot compare these forwards in terms of quality.
No, they're very different types of strikers. But I'm taking Harry Kane above Suarez.
No, Lewandowski's like an elite Ruud van Nistelrooy. Yeah, top striker, top finisher. Yeah, but Suarez, he's Fantasia. The same stuff that you guys are talking about. This guy's lobbing people from 50 yards. This guy's pure Fantasia.
Do not get me wrong. Do
you remember when he nutmegged Luis and then had no right to put the ball in the top corner? That was just silly.
Yeah. Listen. Everyone, all of these strikers that you've just named have got highlight reels. Yeah, they've all done magical stuff. That's why they are where they are.
Yeah.
I rate Suarez very, very highly.
He's the top striker of his generation. He is.
That's absolutely fantastic for him. But if you're asking me who I'm taking in my team, Suarez or Harry Kane, I'm going Harry Kane. I just think that these guys are just
Spurs fan, and I can't take Kane over Suarez.
These guys are just a different. I don't know.
Don't you put more? Is it just me, or I put more weight on the Premier League than I think it's easier to score goals in La Liga than it is in the Premier League. Personally, not discounting or discrediting all he's done, but like.
But didn't Suarez have the best season of any forward in the Premier League?
What do you mean by that, though?
I mean, it's Suarez's season at Liverpool before he went to Barcelona. It's statistically the best season that any striker.
What do you mean statistically?
Yeah, how many goals did he have?
Let me check what is now.
Because I don't remember Suarez having a season that was better than that Henry's.
He got you guys on Suarez. I can't believe it.
20 goals and 20 assists from Henry. That season was ridiculous.
2002.
He got you guys looking on Suarez statistics and everything.
Yeah,
my word.
What was
Big preach, you might be right. You might be right. I might be talking
I want
more
to go back to
Korea
Ronaldo
family.
personally. I still think R9 is better than CR7 as a
As
centre.
a striker, yeah, 100%. I'm with you on that one.
Yeah, I think so. I think
It's a shame the
Ronaldo-
career was cut short.
I think Ronaldo, I get it. Like when he was at Man United, he was a dope winger, and he did things like the skill level was crazy. He broke records obviously at Real. He was like a machine. But in terms of like what I look for in a forward, I think Ronaldo's got the best of it all. R9. I think he's got physicality.
Yeah, 31 in Suarez, 31 goals in 33 games.
Mad.
So what was Haaland doing? What did Haaland do last year?
Haaland did 36 in 38 or 36 in 36.
So there we go. Then he's not had the best by your stats. He's not had the best.
But in terms of ratio, as in like he has the best ratio. He played the least amount of games to generate those goals.
So no, but if you just said 31 in 30, what did you say? 31 goals in 30?
31 in
33. That's not better than 36 in 36, is it?
Well, I mean, minutes wise. I mean, now you want to do semantics. Now you want to look.
You're not my lawyer anymore, man.
You want to look.
You're not my lawyer anymore.
I don't need to prove anything to you. Let's move on. I don't need to be questioned like this. Sorry, I'm sorry about this. He's taking over the show. Ash.
He's more like Saul Goodman. He's more like Saul Goodman for anybody who knows.
That's a better call, Sal.
I'm gonna move on, guys. We're gonna move on. I just wanted to see where people's football opinion was. But I've got an idea. I want to do seasonal flops. Who is the biggest seasonal flops in a starting 11? And I'm gonna bring it up here, and we're gonna go through it one by one. Now I'm gonna start off, and I'm gonna say for the goalkeeper, I'm gonna say Ramsdale is
what?
He's the
Hold on, didn't you sell that Matt Turner is rubbish?
Yeah.
Wait, Ash. Are you saying just this season?
What about Onana?
No, Sanchez. No, real talk, Sanchez.
Onana's having a decent season, you know. Are you saying this? Are you saying this year, this season?
I'm saying this season, yeah.
Okay.
Seasonal flop.
So can Ramsdale actually be classed as a flop?
He's hardly played.
Yeah,
no,
so
I was ramping. I'm gonna say.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Sanchez.
Yoms, when did Onana scoop the ball into his own
Sanchez is quite harsh as well.
That was a little while ago. Was
that this year?
No, that was last year. Now Onana. Onana's actually having a decent season.
He's slightly having an okay season, to be fair.
He is. He's got much better in the last few games.
You can't forget what he did in the Champions League, though, which was an absolute disgrace.
Yeah, no, you can't forget. I can't remember.
I won't forget. I've got those tweets bookmarked, and I will remind myself, even if I do forget. But I can't think of any goalies who have been really. Sanchez isn't a terrible.
Sanchez. I was going to say Sanchez for Chelsea.
Do you know what?
Chelsea
Goalkeepers or any position at the moment?
Any position.
Enzo Fernandez.
Oh wait, no, goalkeepers. We're doing goalkeepers first.
The goalkeepers, yeah.
Yeah. Goalkeepers.
I would say so. It has to be Sanchez. It has to be.
Yeah.
Sanchez. Anyone disagree?
No, I don't.
Wait, I'm doing my Googles. I'm
going to put Sanchez in for now, yeah? You can always come back and revisit it. So do your Googles whilst I put Sanchez in.
Yeah.
And then we'll come back. Robert Sanchez. Okay. I'm looking at centre-back position next.
Okay.
And I'm going to start with the left-sided centre-back. Or it could be any centre-back. It ain't got to be a left-sided centre-back. Just a centre-back. And I'm going to say, what do you reckon, Lindelof? Can that run?
No, I've got one.
You know what? If Botman hadn't been his ACL, I would have put Botman in this team. You know, I'm going to give him grace because he's doing his ACL.
Chelsea guy.
Let me not beat him man while he's down.
This whole 11 could be the Chelsea team.
Chelsea.
Yeah, basically.
Like we can say, like honestly, the whole 11 could just be the Chelsea team.
Chelsea's defender, Axel Disasi. It's got to be him, number one.
He scored the greatest own goal ever. I'll tell you that.
Awful footballer.
So what we saying, Disasi, yeah?
Disasi, 100%.
Left. Did you say left centre back?
It doesn't matter. Yeah.
No, it doesn't matter.
Get him in there. Get him in there.
What kind of season do you guys think that Colwell's had in comparison to the praise he had coming into the season?
Yeah.
Colwell was actually a centre half playing left back. That's the only thing.
Hey, listen.
Doesn't matter.
I came on this show thinking it was shades of grey. You guys have been very clear to tell me it's black and white.
I think it's DE. I think it's DE. Ash.
Oh, that's right.
Please. Let's keep it black and white, please, sir.
Where is he?
How do you spell his name? Desassi.
See, they didn't even put him in there, bro.
DI. It's like spelling disaster.
Desassi, yeah, right there. Still, yeah.
Who does he partner? Who does he partner in Chelsea?
Not sure how you spell it, but yeah.
What are you saying? No, Man U, no Newcastle centre backs. What? Are we happy with that?
I would have put Botman in, but because Botman's been stinking up the joint this season, you know.
Maybe we said. I'm sure some people might say Burn, especially left back.
I won't say Trippier. His early season form has carried him out of this team. I won't say Trippier,
but we're talking about centre back right now. We're gonna get to right back and left back.
How was who plays centre back for Brighton? Because they've had a good drop off this season, haven't they?
Is it Sheffield United? We got to put them in there.
Just put one Sheffield United centre back. Yeah. I would put Lewis Dunk in there, you know, because I've seen the guy get twisted up a number of times this season. He built a reputation of being a very safe, solid defender.
Who just said Southgate picked him?
Listen, Southgate on the brain. Did he kill your cat? Did he kill your dog? Did he push your goldfish down the toilet? Why do you hate Gareth so much?
Who said Southgate? I am done.
He threw the game in the bin. He threw the game in the bin as well.
Hey, people say Maguire.
No, he's been alright.
Maguire's been good this year, bro.
Maguire's been alright.
Lindelof. It's got to be Lindelof.
Why Lindelof? Lindelof ain't even played centre back. Lindelof plays left back because we've had 3 injured left backs. Why you man trying it? He's a centre half. Nicolas, this is how I know Nicolas hates United. You know? Man just said about a different. Nah, get Lindelof out of there, bro. That's ridiculous.
Not fair, you know why that's not fair?
That's ridiculous.
Put him there, you have to put Ramsdale in goal.
Exactly.
It's the same thing.
Is it? Are we putting Ramsdale in the goal then? Yeah, is that what we're doing?
Is that how badly you look on Lindelof? This is
just want someone from United. They don't care who.
I think Colwell.
Yeah. Colwell, yeah.
I think Colwell.
I'm open to Colwell. I do like. Right. I'm looking at it from the point of view of like, what was my? I'm looking at what was my impression of the person coming into the season.
Yeah. No, that's
how did they perform versus my expectation? And I think people like Colwell and Dunk have had the biggest difference from where I thought they'd be and what they deliver. Someone like Trippier, his form's dropped. He was good enough in the first part of the season that I wouldn't include him in something like this. I need someone who's been consistently average or underwhelming. Do you see what I mean? Average or underwhelming.
Yeah, it's got to be
looking for.
And Ahmed Hodzik, this Sheffield United guy.
Smoke in the comments. Great shout.
22 appearances.
Would you put Gvardiol on this
team? Gvardiol, left back. Yeah, I don't mind it. I'll put that in. Gvardiol. Am I spelling it right? Yeah, Gvardiol. He's been a
yes.
He has, you know.
First season in the league.
How much did he cost? 100
mil, bro.
Yeah.
Ain't he playing out of position as well, though?
Oh,
yeah, but we don't care.
Stop it, Mr. Shades of Grey.
No, I'm just saying. I think it's slightly unfair.
Like, have some context. Where was your context for Gareth?
For centre backs that are playing out of position and just covering a position that's got mad injuries, I think it's unfair, especially his first.
You can see that, right?
His first year in the Prem.
Yeah.
He's playing left back.
Yeah.
In the world's toughest league. one of the most important positions on the pitch.
Listen,
I just think it's
listen.
unreal. I just think it's
But
a
it-
little
No, but
unfair.
the thing is
The
like
team that has the most possession, though, so he has to do the least defending.
exactly. And the thing as well is,
Yeah, fair play.
I remember seeing these German defenders, yeah, and I remember there was people were on their fucking knees for Schlotterbeck. And
Yes.
seeing this guy for Dortmund, and I was like, this guy isn't good. But I was looking at the timeline, and people were raving about this guy. Fast forward to the World Cup, and this guy was getting moved to. So I don't judge any left-sided German centre-backs, even Van de Ven. That's what I'm saying. I will be shortly.
Sorry, you don't rate Van de Ven.
Okay,
He's
there's
not
always
German.
anomalies. There's anomalies from the curve. What happened to shades of grey? Now everything's black and white again.
No, I'm just asking. You just said you don't rate Van de Ven.
Yeah.
No, I love
Even-
Van de Ven, but I didn't rate
Okay,
him
okay.
coming in. I didn't judge him coming into the season, as in like
Right. I got you.
I can't give these players props. People were giving him the mantle of being like one of the best young defenders in the world. We all saw the World Cup. We saw what Messi did to him. Why did everyone ignore that? To be fair, it's Messi.
But Messi, yeah, exactly.
I answered my own question.
What are we saying about right back? What are we saying? Because some people are saying
Ooh.
here, some people are saying Wan-Bissaka.
Trippier's got the highest assists for any fullback.
Will you allow me to use injuries to leverage Reece James into
Reece
the starting
James.
lineup?
Reece James 100%. I would say
Has Reece James even played though?
No.
How can
No,
you
you
put
know
a
what-
man that's been
you know what
injured
it
as a
is,
flop?
though?
I don't get it.
But
Like
it's
it's
so
just a bit mad.
He's so
You're these
consistently
injuries,
injured,
man.
though, Yoms. He's so consistently injured.
Yeah, but you would have put like if we was doing this, all right, rewind the clock, we're doing this 15 years ago. You're not gonna put Diaby down as the flop because he doesn't play. He doesn't play, he don't play.
But don't,
Like, you
okay,
can't
But the question is in terms of what people have raved on about them and what's happened. Obviously, these injury things have continued with Reece James. He'll come back. He came back for a week, I think, and he was made captain. God knows why, and then he's not there. And it's not his fault for that. He was made captain, but he has not met the expectations.
That's
at
what
all.
it is. Yeah, because I expected a lot from him this season, and the fact that he got injured again.
He's captain, ain't he?
I just think
I got a better shout
that's a
out than
bit
Reece
mad.
James. I got a better shout out. Kieran Trippier.
But the guy that scored the most assists,
Doesn't matter.
the guy that scored more assists than anyone.
Mystical madness. Yeah, this is personal.
And Bowen got more assists than all of your creative players.
What's his first job?
After error.
What's his first job? His first job is to defend.
England captain.
His first job is to
Hey, this
defend.
is like the England side. What's going on here?
Trippier.
Ever against Chelsea in the Carling Cup, and ever against Milan in Champions League, and ever against Bournemouth,
Yeah.
and ever against Everton,
Yes.
and ever against Man City.
Boy,
Yeah.
the evidence is overwhelming, bro. The evidence is overwhelming. Nicolas is coming with receipts.
Receipts, bro.
Nicolas was like, hold on, where's my receipt?
Kieran Trippier, I'm telling you.
Who's your
This
right
guy.
back? Who's your right back again?
Our right back is Kufal.
Just because his name's Kufal. Just because his name's Kufal.
Soon you had something else there. It's
You know what? I knew this wouldn't take long, you know, and I love it that West Ham is playing. I love it that West Ham's playing Newcastle this week.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Hey, Kufel, yeah? Hey, what are you saying?
I love it that West Ham. I love it that West Ham's playing Newcastle this week.
We're taking a bit. That's not fair.
I'll take Trippier. I understand. I just
All right, trips, yeah? Is that what we're saying, trips, yeah?
No, but the
Compared to who? Compared to who?
the assists don't count.
No, the assist
The only
didn't
thing I
count,
rate
right?
about Trippier is when
How
he
much
moves.
Kufel got?
Yeah. Harry's just dropped Rico Lewis, second season syndrome. I've got Evan Ferguson. I've got Evan Ferguson wing.
No, I'm sorry. How have we taken out Trippier with all of these receipts?
All of these, listen.
The assists, in it, I suppose.
Yeah, I get.
Nah, that ain't.
It
Right
balances
back.
it out. It balances it out.
As an overview, would you say that Trippier has been I think I want to understand who's been the worst right back in the league this season? Let me try and focus on that, and then let me see whether or not
Someone from Sheffield United would be the worst right back.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah, but I
yeah.
wouldn't necessarily have expected them to be good. I'm
Right.
trying to think, is it
True.
somebody?
True.
Is it somebody like mid-table who had a good season last season that I thought would
Tottenham?
kick on and hasn't?
Who's your right back? Poro.
That's
He's doing well. He's
And to
doing
be
well.
fair to Chelsea, Gusto has actually been.
Gusto's been
Yeah,
good.
he's been good.
Gusto's been good.
No, you're right.
Good.
Let me have a quick look at this Premier League.
Who's
team.
Who's Brighton's right back?
It's what you're expecting of a player. So if you're expecting, like, that's why we don't really look at the bottom table teams, because
Yeah.
we don't expect much
Oh,
from
okay, I see what you're saying. Because they're not flops, innit?
Yeah, exactly. It's the season flops. It's not like your worst team. We're not trying to create the
So
worst.
now you guys are expecting big things from Newcastle. That's good. So now we're seeing.
Yeah, so if it's based on expectation,
Your
if it's
words,
based on
not ours.
expectation, then it's
Your
got to be
fan
Trippier.
base's words, not ours. We didn't expect
So
big things.
If it's based on
You expected
expectation,
big
it
things from me.
has to be Trippier, because we saw what Trippier did last year, and then
Yeah, but what about
the
Reece,
drop
though?
off has been nuts.
But don't you think
about Reece?
exactly?
But Reece has just not played. It's a little
But
bit
that's
unfair.
availability.
Yeah, but then,
That's-
and then if we use last season and the season prior, he was the star boy. And then for him to
he
get
played more
injured
games for
again-
Wigan than
You
he
know
played
what
for
it's
Chelsea.
like? You know what it's like? Yeah, it's like you're a billionaire and you've got a son that's a drug addict, and you've paid for every rehab. You've sent him up to the mountains for cold turkey. He goes
That's
back to
Sancho,
Mayfair,
innit? That's
goes
Sancho.
back to Mayfair, and he's just in an alley. Do you know what I mean?
All right, I'm going to put Reece James then.
Yeah.
It's
I had high hopes for him. He's their best player, realistically.
Oh, I get it. These Spurs, man, are just being super loyal to Trippier. I get it now. I get it. Raw.
I didn't see that.
Raw, your level.
See that, Yoms.
I give that ratings, Ash. Man's just really shy. He knows this Trippier, you know. He's like, he's the T. He can't do it. He can't press it. Like,
Can we put Trippier left back? Is everyone happy with that?
But the flop. I think Vardy's been a bigger flop, in my opinion.
100%.
First season.
hold on. Somebody
What
made a
you
good
expect?
point, and I want to hear this, because if you're talking about Reece James, what about Timber? Timber came with high expectation.
No, but Timber's never played in the Premier League.
I was gonna, doing your ACL pre-season, you gotta give him a bye.
That's
You
nice.
know?
This is Reece James. This is Reece James. Like
Availability
This
is an
Reece
asset,
James.
no?
Listen, I agree with that.
let it
The
go,
thing is
boy.
that, like, who was it that said Reece James is consistently injured?
Yeah.
That's like the first thing that I did when I saw that Reece James was made Chelsea captain, I said, "Who's the vice captain?" I said, "Show Up." I said, "Who's the third captain?"
That's even worse. Yeah.
All right, we're going to move on. We're going to move on. We're going to go. Yeah.
Who saw that clip of Reece James when he was meant to be doing like stretches, like with some like yoga stretches, and he couldn't
he
like
was too
fuck
stiff,
leg
he
or
was too
something.
big,
He was just
couldn't bend.
stiff.
That's mad.
Anyway, sorry guys, go on.
I'm going to go with centre mids, and I'm going to start with Amrabat.
Where does Sancho
Nah,
play?
man.
Where's
Phillips,
Sancho?
man. Calvin Phillips, man.
Oh, listen, I need Calvin Phillips.
Phillips has to be in there. He has to be in there.
Has been
He has to be in there.
So
bad. Yeah.
bad.
I'm gonna add another so bad.
Oh,
Yes.
God.
Hey, talk to me, man. Hey, what's going on? Don't let these man throw shit in there, man.
Like, there's not even a noise. It's like, I can't even convey the noise to say how bad Calvin Phillips is.
What does Phillips play?
He's doing stats.
Is it
He's
West
checking
Ham?
stats.
Is it West Ham?
On loan.
Hey, you told him quick.
Who played there before?
I blame
Was it
Moyes for that.
Souček?
Moyes.
Yeah,
That was Moyes.
Man like Souček, yeah.
Moyes personally.
Souček's goal against Everton alone is enough to keep him out.
Moyes personally requested Phillips from Sullivan, and we actually gave it to him. I can't believe it.
Of course he did.
To be fair to Moyes, though, he wanted Scott McTominay first.
He did.
Okay.
Oh, Scott McTominay crashing in that West Ham midfield. Cinema. Absolutely.
You know what? I've got
Everybody dead.
now. McTominay has been quality this season.
You see, the same reason you rate McTominay is the same reason you get Trippier, because if McTominay wasn't scoring them goals, what else does he have?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely
Yeah, but-
nothing. McTominay out.
Goals. He's won so many. He's gained so many points though.
Exactly. That's why he's not on there.
But you don't know
That's why
how
he's not
many
there.
points. You don't know how many points he's dropped by
Where's Sancho play? Left mid?
shying away from the ball.
No, but where's Sancho play? Is he left mid or left forward? That's what I want to know. Where does Sancho
Right,
play?
Let's get Amrabat in this midfield too. Let's get Amrabat.
Why are we getting Amrabat there? He does
Sancho, man.
Because listen. We all saw that running game.
Sound like an MC.
Tackle, played.
Aye.
We all saw that Mbappe tackle. We all saw that guy. Nice shiny bald head coming like Homer Simpson. Couple techers. That's what we thought. We thought the guy could play.
You know what?
Yeah, calling him a deep lying playmaker.
Exactly. Preach.
Guy made me look a fool. Guy can't trap a ball.
Preach. Do not tell me. Caicedo, do not tell me that.
Enzo's worse.
Enzo
has not been worse than Amrabat.
Enzo's worse.
Amrabat has literally been horrific.
Do you know what?
He has.
Ash, I reckon you should do 4-4-2 or maybe a 4-5-1 maybe. I don't
This
know.
is the current trending team, the 4-3-3. This is the
Always okay, all right. Because I think there's a couple midfielders in there that are dead.
Caicedo
harder.
has to be there.
That's what makes it
Caicedo's
hard.
been bad.
Caicedo, he's a 100 million pound player.
Enzo worse. He's 120 million.
Caicedo has been worse.
120.
You know what? The only thing I've ever agreed with Simon Jordan on is when he said Chelsea have a way of buying 5 million. They buy £5 million. Look, Brighton buy £5 million players, turn them into £100 million players. Chelsea buy them for 100 million and then turn them back into £5 million players.
Yeah.
And that is Caicedo. That is Enzo. Both of them.
You know what? I see the Lavia shout, yeah, but even this sounds blasphemous of me, yeah. I put Partey in there, you know.
Right. As an Arsenal fan.
Yeah, bro. It's the constant injuries that you don't learn. Like whatever you're doing, whatever your preparation is, whatever it is, do something else. You know what I mean? Just do something else.
It's Ghanaian jollof rice. That's what's causing him to fall.
You know what it is?
Ash put that in quick time, man.
Oh my goodness.
What's going on?
Guys, please, let's just put Tonali and Amrabat in this midfield and move on.
Look at this guy.
Oh,
Tonali.
There's no way you're telling me. There's no way you're telling me Caicedo doesn't make this.
Mate, there's no way, Tonali. There's no way you make a £65 million move to England and get banned for gambling, yeah, and you're not making flop
for
of the
the
season.
5 games
Get
he
this
played.
guy's ass in the
For
team.
the 5 games he played, he's better than Amrabat. He's better than
That's
Phillips.
true.
For the
That's how bad Amrabat's been.
No, but the flop, that's a big flop in terms of because I had high hopes for him.
who?
We were under the assumption he was not a gambling addict. You know what I mean? That was a fair assumption to make.
Okay, put Ivan Toney in there. Make sure you put Ivan Toney in there.
Tony makes striker then.
Make sure you put Ivan Toney in there.
Tony makes striker.
He scored some goals.
You're shameless.
No, sorry. That third place. I'm sorry, but for the I think you man are forgetting. Yeah, like in January last year, Arsenal offered £90 million for Caicedo because such was the hype, right? And then he goes to Chelsea for 100 million this summer. Everybody was talking about him or Declan Rice, like who's the better player. That is the levels. Declan Rice now is acknowledged as probably the best in his position in the Premier League and probably top 3 in the world. That is the level that Caicedo was at. And what he's doing now at Chelsea, I do not understand how he's not the first name on this flop team.
Okay, do you want me to offer a defense to Caicedo? A small. I don't even want to defend him because I don't rate him. But the one thing I realized after Caicedo, because I got caught up in the hubris. I might even have mused.
The hubris.
I might have mused when I was a little bit high. I might have said, "What about Bazuma?" Fortunately, I never tweeted it, so there's no empirical evidence that I actually did this. But still, I'm amongst friends right now. So my point is
blasphemous.
Exactly. Off with his head. So my point is that when I look at Caicedo, I see a man who came from a highly systemized team, team where the manager knows exactly where every player should be to a team that doesn't have a clue and is nowhere near as pattern driven. And with Rice, I see a guy who went the opposite journey. He played for a team in Moyes, which has some patterns, small patterns. I'm being respectful because there's a West Ham fan here, because if there wasn't, I'd be saying they had no patterns. Do you know what I mean? But he's gone from that to a highly systemized, highly functional team where he can just do his best at. And that's a big part that I didn't acknowledge in real time. Yeah. And it's why I'm giving Caicedo a little bit of defense, because he's gone from a team where everyone knows their role.
Like do you know what? I hear all of that and I have sympathy with it, but big man, he can't make a 5-yard pass, bro.
So it's got to be Phillips, Caicedo, Tonali.
He can't make a 5-yard pass at the moment. He's got to be.
People were comparing Fernandes to De Bruyne at the beginning of the season. I'm never going to forget that. I'm never going to forget that.
Those are not people that we talk to, and those are people that society frowns upon. That's what
you know what's crazy, yeah? And because I hate the little rap myself, yeah. But I can't ignore stats. I think he's got the most chances created in the league so far.
Yes.
Who, Fernandes?
Which is absurd. It's absurd to me. I don't understand how. I don't know how this is mathematically possible.
How many assists does he have, though? How many assists?
Well, that's not his fault, though.
Yeah, it's not his fault if the strikers ain't putting the goals away.
Okay.
That's mad.
And I hate him. I hate the guy. I hate his face. I hate his hair. I hate his nose. I hate him.
Well, the nose is a bit harsh, because the rest you can do something about. You know, like the nose is quite, that's a plastic surgery job in rhinoplasty and stuff.
Is it? Guys, is it an attacking 8 we're looking for, or is it just anyone?
Anyone can get it.
Because it's the eye before the C. Yeah, but you can't have that's so defensive. You have to swap Partey and Caicedo and go for an attacker, or this third guy has to be an attacker.
But we're just getting the worst players in the positions, isn't it? Like,
okay, but I'm overthinking it. I'm trying to make a team.
Yeah, you're trying to make a team. Right? You can't make a team out of these guys.
I want to be fair. Amrabat objectively has been so bad. Like I can't believe you guys have watched games that
he plays in a team with no structure.
Exactly.
But
so does Caicedo, though. So does Caicedo.
Caicedo, I'm sorry, but Caicedo had a bigger expectation than Amrabat.
I think
he had 100.
That's true.
No.
He's got 100 million pounds.
United fans gas Amrabat a little bit. He was getting a little bit gassed.
Because we had Scott McTominay, bro.
Can I throw a curveball? What about Mount?
Yeah,
Mount's not even played. This is what I mean about players that have been injured.
He's been injured.
Yeah, but from what he did in the season, he was Chelsea
more than Partey.
Because he was
a few minutes, and in the minutes he's played haven't been great.
And think about the word flop. The last 2 seasons, he was Chelsea's Player of the Year. So there was big expectations, big move, big money. So in terms of the word flop, maybe.
And when Partey played,
I don't know who had big expectations of Mount. Like
when Partey played, he played all right. Like I think it's Fernandes, Phillips, and Caicedo.
What? Which Fernandes?
Enzo, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's right for Partey to be there.
I don't think it's right for Partey.
That was my own bias. I'm fed up with him being injured. Sorry, man. Sorry, man.
I think Tonali and Amrabat.
Man's on Tonali, you know.
No, but it doesn't make sense.
He got banned for a mafia ring.
No,
how do you not make club of the season if you get banned for being mafioso?
But
what are we doing here? What is the criteria for flop?
He gets cool points for that.
I don't know anymore, boys.
He gets cool points for that.
No, that is a fair point though. If because he brought that on, like injuries, you can't really help, but he brought that shit on himself, bro. He fully went. Phillips. Like my man went to Ladbrokes, bro. Like if you're not in the flop of the season, and you bought that shit on yourself, like
I can see that.
Yeah.
How much? So he was 60 million.
I'm okay with Enzo or Caicedo, but
that midfield settled, yeah? Because I got a name for right wing if that midfield settled.
I just want Sancho on there.
We agree with
Sancho on there. Whoever you put it,
you know what? Like, just drop one of the Chelsea guys out.
Who though? Who?
Which one? That's such a difficult choice.
Got to go in there. I was going to take Enzo.
How much was Tonali? Tonali was 60 million.
I dropped Caicedo out.
120. Caicedo is 100 million. 60 million for Tonali.
Yeah, but he went to.
That's their fault. $1 million on a DM.
Biggest flop.
So which one are we taking out, guys? Real quick.
Enzo, it's gotta be.
So one Enzo. Have I got two Enzo? Two Enzo?
I want to take Caicedo out.
Got one Enzo and one Casado. Anyone else?
Enzo. No. Who to take out? To take out. To take out.
Yeah.
Casado out. Casado out.
Two Casado, one Fernandez. Who else? Nick, what you saying?
I'm undecided. I go with the majority. I'm a bit scared. I don't know.
It's 2-2. It's 2-2.
No, it's 2-1. It's 2-1.
You gotta
Where's
take
Nick?
Enzo out.
Nick's gone in. Is Nick here? Is Nick still here?
Nick's gone. He's at
Nick, I swear Nick message saying,
Where's Preach, man? Preach, join. Or if he's there.
Yeah, Preach, join if you're watching, bro. All right, cool. I'm gonna put in
Sabozlai.
or even box office. I don't.
Sabozlai.
You're on a wind up.
Like,
You're on
hey, hey,
You're on a wind up.
Hey, buddy, stop.
You're actually on a wind up.
Who's been worse, Fernandez or Sabozlai?
Fernandez, man.
Enzo.
Ooh, okay.
It ain't been consistent, but Fernandez had a decent game here or there. Or am I bugging?
Nah, you're bugging, bro.
Sorry. I don't really watch Chelsea.
Against
Sorry.
AFC Wimbledon. Against AFC Wimbledon.
I'm just doing narrative.
You just put his performance in the bin. But sometimes he's been all right. He's
Guys,
not always terrible or anything.
I'm gonna come back to it. I'm leaving it how it is. I'm gonna come back to it.
Okay.
Let's do the front three, and then we'll move from there. Yeah. So let's start with right wing. Yeah. Start with
Sancho.
right.
Just put Sancho, man.
What about Anthony?
Wait. Did anyone have expectations of Sancho and Anthony coming into the season?
For 85 million,
Because if you did,
you always got expectations.
No, he
For
came into this is for this season. He came in for 85 million last season.
Coming
Coming into this season, absolutely nobody had any expectations of
It carries over. It carries over.
Nobody had any expectations on. If you had expectations of Anthony and Sancho at the beginning of this season, that's your fault.
I
That's
did
not
because
theirs.
when Ten Hag sent him to the mountains for 3 months, I thought he was going to come back a new man. He just came back worse.
Who,
When Ten Hag
Sancho?
sent him to Dortmund to get better, I thought he was going to get better and a little bit better, but still bad. So I had expectations for £85 million player who all the hype has been around. Of course, you got expectations.
Beginning of this season, I didn't have any expectations.
I
of
did.
Sancho. I don't know where they came from because he was such a big flop last season.
I thought he would train a little bit better as well, but apparently doesn't want to do that either.
Yeah.
So Sancho,
You know what?
I'm agreeing with you, but I don't understand if you knew all of that from last season. I don't understand why you had expectations of him
Because
this
it's
year.
£85 million strike. Yeah. And how much is he on again? 400k or something?
what's the chat saying? Is chat saying?
No, you know why? But one every time I spoke to people about football, Pepe was a flop because of the price tag.
Yeah.
So it's got to be Anthony. He costs 100 million euros, no?
He had a good game against Liverpool, though.
No. I think you guys are not answering. You guys are not answering the question. The question is expectations this season. If you had expectations of Anthony coming into this season, then that is your own fault.
Yeah,
But why does okay? There's the argument. But how do you just
Do you get
wipe
what I'm
away? How do you just wipe away 80 million, 85 million from a price tag? How do you just make that go away?
It depends on whether you want to concentrate on this season. That's why I asked at the beginning.
So next season we have no expectations for Casado or Fernandez.
Next season, I have no expectations.
Yoms. Nick's asked him for the link back. He said he dropped out. He's in there. He's in there, Bill. You know
why it's got to be Anthony, yeah? Because at the start of the season, yeah, when I was getting abuse and getting so much stuff thrown at me, yeah, price tag 60 million down the drain. When Havertz weren't banging, you lot were shooting me in my face.
Havertz still might make this list. You have to be careful.
No way.
Nick's getting up SOSs man. Jesus Christ. This is like lost message, not Penny's boat. Do you know what I mean? That's one for the lost fans out
Ash,
there.
it says that you need to. It says you need to accept him.
Okay, cool.
He's gonna come up with some fire. Who's supposed that?
Where is he, man? I can't even see him.
Let me in.
It says you gotta accept me, bro. I was here waiting.
Sorry, bro.
I've got some guys to name. I've got some guys to name on this list.
And 11 of them are from United. Fucking hell.
No, they're not. All right, Kai Havertz.
Oh.
Number 1. Get him on there.
I'm putting backstage again.
It's true though. No. That's a fair point. That's a valid
Yeah,
point.
yeah.
If Sancho's
Get him on
gone in,
there.
if Sancho's gone in there,
Yeah.
I don't know who had expectations of Sancho at the beginning of the season,
Yeah,
but if
there
he's
you
gone in there, Havertz has definitely got to be there.
Yeah.
How?
Where
The
did Mudryk
low
play?
expectations that people had for Havertz,
Mudryk.
he's cleared
Mudryk.
them.
I got a
He's
few more.
absolutely
Yeah,
cleared
Mudryk.
Go on, Nick.
flying
Mudryk,
right now compared
Harvey
to what
Barnes.
people thought he was going to be doing. Man's out here starting up front for Germany, scoring. There's
Harvey
no
Barnes.
way Havertz makes a
Who?
flop team of the season now.
Harvey
None.
Barnes.
Harvey Barnes has been injured most
Yeah.
of the season. All right, fine.
Yeah. DRB for Aston Villa. DRB. 64 million.
Yeah, that's a valid point.
I don't know about the
I think the thing is,
DRB.
look at it. Who's been a big money transfer and
Mudryk.
hasn't really
DRB.
put it.
Mudryk.
Mudryk, Diaby,
I didn't have
Sancho.
expectations for Mudryk this
Yeah,
season.
Rashford.
I saw what
Rashford
he was
over
about
Mudryk,
in
no?
6 months.
But how can you not have expectations for like
I
80,
know, but
90
it's
million
the
pound players? I don't
aspects
get
of
that.
Rashford, I agree with.
Okay,
Rashford, I agree.
Rashford, innit?
Rashford, I agree with because he's
No,
done.
but
He's done.
no,
He's not been
what-
on piss this year, and because in comparison
Last
to what he was like last year,
Yeah.
where he was banging all those goals, I thought
Okay,
he was just going to
listen,
kick on. So
hey,
Rashford, I agree
hey,
with. Sancho, I don't know. I don't know how. I don't know
Yeah,
how.
Let me
Sancho
tell
seems a
you
bit-
who can go in this team, and you'll all
Anthony.
agree with me. You'll all agree with me.
Go
Put Gakpo in this team.
Yeah, I was going to
No
do that.
way.
I was going to do that.
I don't have
I don't know. I
expectations
don't
on
know about
Gakpo.
Gakpo. I think
I don't
Gakpo's
have
not been
expectations on
too-
him.
I don't think
Oh,
Gakpo's
what do you
been
mean?
that bad.
In terms of who I thought Gakpo was and his ability to the
I didn't have
performances
that.
he's put in this season, I think he's the
What
definition
based
of-
on playing in Eredivisie?
Yeah, like, no one rates
Rashford scored
Eredivisie.
30. How much
Anthony,
did
bro.
Rashford score last
Do you
season?
think,
Anthony.
hold on. Do you think Gakpo's had a worse season than Rashford or a better season than Rashford?
Probably about the
I
same.
think,
Better.
yeah, it's about the same. And one team
Who had
performed more
bigger
so one's
expectations coming into the season?
Rashford.
or Gakpo?
Rashford,
Rashford
man.
definitely did.
I don't
Rashford
think
definitely.
United fans were
Rashford
big.
got 20 goals last year, 22
Yeah,
goals last year. Everybody
the main
expected him to
man.
kick on.
I think Rashford's had a disappointing season. I'm
Yeah,
not
I
sure
think
whether or not I'd put it in a flop over a Mudryk or
Guys,
something
how
like
is
that.
How is Anthony not there? Anthony.
Thank
you can't
thank
put
you.
No.
Thank
Nick, all right, let
you.
me explain again.
Thank
Let me
you.
explain again. Let me explain again.
Thank you.
Let me explain again. Nick,
Yoms ain't having it.
Nick,
Yo,
here's the
he's
question.
calling him out personally.
Hold on.
Nick, here's the question. After what you saw, because you can't have it both ways. Let's have an intelligent conversation here. You can't know he was rubbish last year and say you had expectations of him this year. The two don't work.
Yeah.
But it works the
Exactly.
other way,
You know what I'm saying? And that's why
It works the other way because
I'm agreeing that they've been rubbish. I'm agreeing that Sancho was rubbish when he was here. I'm agreeing that Anthony's been rubbish, right? But you can't say he was rubbish last year and you had expectations of
You
him this
can.
year. It's an
Because
Yeah,
oxymoron.
because
Doesn't work.
season.
I
Yes,
can't.
How?
I will.
Why can't you?
How?
Why can't you expect a player to improve? That happens all the time. Where
No,
players
no.
come in and they have
Because
stinkers in the first year
If
and they
you
improve in the second year.
if you think that if you're telling me honestly that you think Anthony and Sancho was going to improve,
Why not?
I will tell you you're being disingenuous.
Why?
Because
why wouldn't you expect an
nobody
85 million
expected
pound player to
Sancho
improve?
Sancho wasn't even playing.
No, but
Sancho wasn't even playing at the beginning of the year. He's
But
been
the
on the
point
bench.
is-
That's the
the
whole
point-
point. Is he's been on the bench forever. We knew in the summer that really and truly it was time to get rid of Sancho. We just couldn't do it because of the price tag.
the point two.
So I don't get where the expectation on Sancho comes
No,
from.
but the point two is making is I agree and disagree with what you're saying to him, because the thing is that you're right in terms of you can change what you think a player is going to do and how they're going to perform, but if the player doesn't then improve in that context, I won't then call him a flop in the context of where I thought he was going to improve or not improve. Do you see what I mean? If he doesn't improve, I don't then just label him a flop because I was coming with low expectations in the first place. So then he wouldn't necessarily be a flop.
So that means you're really good.
Disappointing.
But in that context, you're only then going to name players who haven't played in the Premier League yet.
No, or your first season.
You're going to name players. You're going to name players who you thought was going to. You had high expectations of, and they're really medium.
Like Skamaka was a flop last season. if he'd stayed again this season and disappointed again, sorry, bro. Sorry, I forgot you. Sorry about that.
Mikel Antonio.
What a time.
Oh, Antonio. Yeah,
Antonio's been a flop.
How about Gabriel Jesus?
Gabriel Jesus.
Yeah.
Someone said in the chat, that Man United have scored
I
less
think
than
Jesus
Luton,
is-
so it's
Jesus
got
is
to be
bad.
all. It's got to be all Man U. And I think that makes sense.
Jesus
They had a negative goal
is
difference,
shout.
though, didn't they?
Because
They had a negative goal difference.
But I don't think people understand what expectation means.
yeah, because I'm saying
Man United.
Jesus.
Yeah, Jesus.
I think Jesus had a certain level of expectation from the Arsenal fans this
4
season.
goals all season.
And
4
in the
goals.
games he's played, in his finishing, he's definitely underwhelmed. I think Jesus is not a ridiculous shot
Bro,
at all.
he's top scorer in the Champions League.
Yeah, but 4 league goals all season.
He's been injured in and out
How
of the
many has
team.
Antonio got?
Haven't been a blinder.
About 3.
Antonio scored more for Jamaica than West Ham this season.
Antonio was injured for 3.5 months. No way. Antonio was injured for 3.5 months.
That's the fire right. Hey,
Antonio was injured for 3.5 months.
Antonio can't go into this team because nobody expects Antonio to be a world beater. In fact, he's just. In fact, all Antonio is doing is just doing his best for what is like. They've got no strikers. They've got no strikers, and Antonio's just like, I'll just play there. People forget that he's not actually a striker.
You know why I disagree? Yeah, he went on Filthy Fellas and he was giving it the big bollocks, and then he went.
It's true.
He went to the Met Gala and said to Specs, "Don't tell nobody. I got training tomorrow." Like anyone gives a shit. It's got to be Antonio. No one was gonna tell anyone you was there, bro.
Antonio's dying. He's dying for fame, innit? He's dying.
And he also
He wants the likes.
Richarlison too. Richarlison.
Richarlison.
He's done well.
Over Jesus, no man. You've dropped the bar. You dropped the baton, Nicolas. You've lowered the bar.
I didn't really have high expectations. Do you know what? I'm sorry. Timo Werner has got to be in there.
What?
They got 4 games.
Timo Werner has got to
telling us he's shit. Tell us he's shit, and then tell us he's in form for the season.
Timo Werner has
told us he's shit.
What have you expected from him?
Kids.
Timo Werner, when you man got Timo Werner above United, when it was United are going in for Timo Werner, and then all of a sudden he went to Spurs, you man was shaking hips.
No.
You man were whining.
Werner has 2 goals and 2 assists.
Yoms,
yeah,
you just defeat your own argument.
Okay.
What did you expect from Werner?
He's doing all right.
No, sorry, lads.
No. Toon. I remember being on this show, and it was
garbage bag in the corner. Set on fire.
It was Werner. He closes down. He with his pace, he can get in behind. He can play Ange football. He's a workhorse. He's going to get the chances. He's going to do this. He's going to do that. Timo. If we can get the Timo that was in Germany before he came to the Premier League. This is what I was hearing. You cannot tell me Timo Werner has not been a flop.
Okay, so you're telling me.
So, yeah, but Jesus though now he's got the same amount of goals as Mudryk. This isn't fair. Man.
It's true.
No, come on, man.
It's true.
Fair.
Come on, listen,
fair, man.
let's
actually just wants an Arsenal guy in there.
This ain't fair, man.
Is a good shout. But for who?
Nah, man.
Not
for Mudryk.
No, it's like I honestly like. I think for me, I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, who did I think was going to have a good season? Jesus had a good season last season to all extents and purposes. He's had a solid level drop off in a season where Arsenal are challenging for the title. That to me is worthy of being in the team.
Yeah, but I understand that because statistically he doesn't score goals, but when you watch him play, he's very useful and helpful to the team.
So I just think if your name is Jesus, you can't be getting injured that much. There's just something off about him.
Jesus over Anthony Mudryk. This is crazy.
No, I wouldn't. To be fair, I think that's a little bit disingenuous to put.
Yeah, put Partey there, man. Put Partey there. Then. Forget this, man. I
think that's a little bit unfair. I think Mudryk has been terrible.
This is unfair, man.
All right, so what, Mudryk, yeah? Is that what I'm saying?
No. Ivan Toney and Anthony. I have Anthony or Mudryk. Ivan Toney, Anthony, Mudryk.
So-
I have one of them.
So hold on. Yoms even said Rashford though. Why is Rashford not included?
Yeah, Rashford
No,
has to be there.
Rashford has to be there. I can see that.
Even if you put him through the middle, if you have to, pause.
Well,
But it's got to be Rashford, no?
Rashford's got to be there, and I don't know who that number 9 is.
How many goals has Ivan Toney scored since he's come back?
If we want an Arsenal guy, I'll throw Eddie in there. I'll throw Eddie there.
No, but he's not. What did you expect from him though?
Bro, did he have a
Did you
blinder
expect-
last season? He held the team up for 3 months. He scored a worldie against Sunderland.
So
Yeah, man.
he's still got time to do that. He hasn't been anything worse though.
I think that's a little bit unfair on him, to be fair.
Yeah.
True.
Werner,
I'm trying to get an
Rashford.
Arsenal guy in there.
I reckon we could put Isak in there, you know.
What?
No,
Yeah,
that's disrespectful.
You're just smoking.
That's
You're just
disrespectful.
someone's smoking in the next room,
we
and,
could
and
put
you're
Isak in
you're getting past.
No, you know what? Hold on, Toon.
Because if you're talking about
Yeah,
it doesn't
hold on
matter
that,
because of
Hold
injuries.
on that, Yoms.
If you're talking it doesn't matter because of injuries and all of that, right?
He's got 14 goals and 3 assists.
From what we expected from Isak though, we expected Isak to be like
What? 14
Aguero
goals and
this
3
year.
assists.
Yeah.
That's better this year.
Yeah.
More than any of your strikers.
To be fair, I just wanted your reaction.
I don't want peace.
To be fair, I think Mudryk has to be in this team.
So
Yeah,
take
put
Werner
it
then.
middle. Put it through the middle.
Okay.
I'll put Rashford in the middle.
Rashford in the
and,
middle and
Rashford in the middle. All right.
You don't like to play in the middle, though, does he? Like,
What about Sterling? Or was that
do you
No,
know
you're
what?
right. You know, Sterling has been a flop.
Sterling, bro.
And he had high expectations going from City over to Chelsea.
Jay's talking. He
Yeah.
can't believe it. He can't believe it. Southgate's guy, bro. Another Southgate guy, bro.
Nicolas, no, sorry. Harry's put it in the chat. Nicolas Jackson, bruv, has to be there.
No, but he scored goals though. He's outscored everybody in this front.
And Nkunku as well.
Nkunku has to be there then.
Nkunku has to be there.
Nkunku, the savior.
That was a flop though. No? I expected
Hard.
big from him.
Yeah, it was expensive, isn't it?
But he's injured though, isn't it? As Yom says. He's
So a Chelsea front three.
Nah,
yeah?
but even when he
Chelsea
has
front
played,
three.
he's been shocking.
And this is a whole Chelsea front three.
I'll take that team.
Two midfielders. They got 1, 2, 3.
What's even on purpose?
They
And
got
defense
8.
as well. And defense
They
as
got
well.
8 out of
And
11.
midfield.
Nah, hold on. There's too many Chelsea players here. Come on,
But
guys.
it's screwed up. But we said that at the
Is that
beginning.
8
The total
Chelsea
the
players?
11 could be Chelsea. We said that at the beginning.
that's
I
not
think it's a little bit
Oh my
unfair on
days, I
Enzo
forgot.
though.
Oh my god, that's Chelsea's keeper, ain't it?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You've taken this long on the show, yeah, to think about the whole Chelsea club.
Oh, there's 9 Chelsea man and 2 City. This is crazy. We've let bias get the best of us here.
No,
somehow.
because Chelsea. Just remember the same thing happened. At the beginning of the preseason. Chelsea spent £1 billion. They had a wicked preseason, and people were saying top 3. They're going to be top 3, top 4. This is accurate compared to the expectations and what the money that was paid for them. I don't think it's biased. I think it's accurate. Just remember what was in the preseason, the talk that people were giving. They're going to finish above Liverpool. They're going to finish above Man United. They're going to do this. They're going to do that. £1 billion. This is the team. They're going to fast track their progress. This is accurate. If that hype wasn't there, and we were saying then, oh, but they got all these youngsters though, and this, that, I'd understand it. But that wasn't the case. They deserve to be there. 100%.
But your man can turn the Premier League into a fucking casino, and he
Who's
doesn't
that?
make the team. Yeah?
Who? Ivan Toney. Yeah.
No, Tonali.
Yeah, you can bet on that.
Yeah, I don't know how Enzo's there creating them chances.
You're still there,
Tonali
Enzo.
and Tonali's at Ladbrokes. And he's
because they only paid $6
Tonali's
million for him. That's why. They only paid $6 million
Tonali's at
for him.
Ladbrokes, yeah.
He only played
when
60.
the ladies walk by and they go, psst, psst, and they're the old Jamaican men. Tonali's at Ladbrokes.
Chinks, can you check who's got more goal contributions between Tonali and Fernandez? Remember, Tonali's played 5 games. 5
Yeah,
games.
but that's not Enzo's fault that
Put Tonali
Nkunku and Nicolas Jackson ain't finishing
Tonali
their dinner,
and
bro.
Ivan Toney on the bench. That would be a scene, bro. I'm surprised there's no West Ham players on there.
Who you got at the 450 at Winchester? You know them ones.
Kevin Phillips.
Tonali's got 13 goal contributions.
13?
Who's the other person? Yeah, who's the other
5
person?
goals?
Enzo.
Enzo.
Yeah, he's got EFL Champions League and EFL 13.
Guys,
And then-
are we sticking with this front three? By the way, I just want to ask. Are we stuck? Or because someone said Richarlison should get in there?
No way.
What? No.
He's improved, but he's not
He's
that
got like
great.
12 goals in 20 games.
What's the expectations for Richarlison compared to Sterling, compared to Nkuku?
I mean, he's got 12 goals. He's got more goals than any of these guys.
I had to
He might even have more goals than all three of these players combined.
I just put it out there so I wasn't being biased. Sorry, Chinks, carry on, Chinks. Sorry, I interrupted.
That's Daniel E in the comments. Thank you. Amrabat should be. Listen, I heard that he was going to.
This guy, you've got some personal issue with Amrabat. If you're telling me you had higher expectations, you had higher expectations of Amrabat than these three.
I think.
There's two of them. Two of them are 100 million plus players.
Jay, how much?
And Amrabat's on loan.
How much did you guys pay for Amrabat?
He's on loan, bro.
He's on loan.
See what I'm saying? Like this guy.
No, let me just explain.
Ash, you put that in there too quickly, bro.
My expectation of Amrabat was here. Yeah. What Amrabat delivered was here. Yeah.
Right.
Bro,
My expectation of Caicedo was here. And what Caicedo delivered was
What about
here.
Basuma?
Basuma!
He's done well.
Basuma was cold up until about 4 weeks ago.
Exactly. He was being compared to Declan Rice and that. What's happened to him? Like, damn, homie, in high school, you was the. Anyway, I'm just saying, like, maybe Basuma should be considered for this one.
Put Longstaff in it. Stop this man's waffling.
Wait, sorry. I don't understand. We have got a man who has only played 5 games because he bet his life away. What are we doing here, bro?
Yeah, I don't understand. If Toon Tactics wasn't on this panel, Tonali would be captain of this side. I swear to God.
Everyone was jealous that they got Tonali, you know. Everyone was jealous.
Who was jealous?
I was jealous. I was jealous.
Everyone in the room with us right now.
I was jealous. I was jealous because Tonali is a baller, but my man is literally bet his life away. And
who was more jealous of Fernandes? Who was more between Tonali and Enzo Fernandez? Who had high expectations? The World Cup winner or the vice captain of the Rosemary?
Yeah, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying. At least Enzo has played, bruv. At least he's played
and he's been bad
because he's made good decisions in his life.
That's the problem.
But Tonali hasn't even played because he's made bad decisions in his life. What are we doing here?
Fernandes may not have played. Might as well have played for 120 million.
No, because he's created chances. It's just that Chelsea's front three haven't finished them.
Yeah.
You know what? It's Tonali,
He's created the opportunity for that multiplier bet to come in. That's what he's created.
In that case, why isn't Ivan Toney there? Why isn't Ivan Toney there above Nkuku?
It's not how you start, it's how you finish. Ivan managed to make it back for the end of the season.
How many goals did he score since he come back?
He scored enough. He scored enough. He scored enough.
I don't know. I think Tony could be there, but these three have just been shocking.
Do you not remember him moving the
4
foam?
goals out of 9 games.
Iconic. He moved the foam a little bit, scored a free kick. His work here is done for the rest of the season.
Oh, yeah.
Tonali, man. Right. You know why? Tonali was your Ronaldinho. He was that signing that the next level. He's the reason your season fell apart.
Everything.
Yeah, he's the reason your season fell apart. You was meant to push on. He is, bro. I think I'm willing to take Tony as well, but I think Tonali, because he was like, you know, like all your signings have been of a particular level. He was a different echelon.
All right, if Tonali is there, Tony deserves to be there above either Mudryk or Nkuku.
What do you mean? What betting syndicate rules?
You could add Trippier in there if you want as well.
So what are we saying? Are we
Yeah,
gonna
I
leave
don't
it-
know. I don't know, man. Tonali has to be there over Amrabat.
But you
I think that's a little bit harsh on Reece James because
you
it's
were
not
fan-
his fault. It's not his
It's
fault that
Tonali,
he's got
It
fragile.
wasn't Tonali's fault either.
Tonali,
Oh, here we go. Did he borrow money from his friends to gamble some more?
Nah. He's got money. He's got money.
Guys,
So
I'm
hold
gonna
on.
leave it. I'm gonna leave it there, man. Otherwise, we'll be here all night, man. We've got other things to talk about.
All right.
I mean,
How's Amrabat escape this team though? Seriously.
That's the issue.
we're not happy. Are we not happy with
we're moving on now.
I
We're
think
moving on,
someone
we're moving on.
told me that, like,
Yoms' work is done.
I don't know.
Yoms ready to go
I'm
to
not
sleep.
agenda.
We're
He
moving
got
on.
Tonali. He's got
No,
Tonali
but to
on
be
this
honest,
lineup.
though,
He's
he
ready
did
to
offer
sleep.
up. He offered up Rashford though. You lot just didn't accept.
Yeah, I
so
put
he's
Rashford
not
up there, but
biased.
to be fair, Rashford hasn't been.
Rashford
I
or
think-
Sterling? Rashford or Sterling?
No, you know what? Rashford should go to the right.
That's a
Modric.
good question.
Put him on the right or on the
I
centre.
think they've been broadly similar, Rashford and Sterling, across the
In
season.
honesty, I would say Rashford. No, I wouldn't even say ahead of Nkunku. I would say Rashford ahead of Mudryk because I don't think anybody expected anything from Mudryk.
Okay, so
Do you know what I'm
okay.
saying? I would say Nkunku goes in there, and if I'm being honest, I would say with Mudryk, we didn't expect anything this season.
Yeah.
Last season, yes. This season, we saw what last season was
You're
about.
very forgiving. Like
Do you know
you
what I'm
know what? I hope if you, I'm sure you lend people lots of money and they never have to pay it back because you.
Hold on, but relatively,
No, I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. Do you know what I mean? Nobody
relatively,
expected
but
anything from Mudryk this
if
year.
you were to look at like Rashford, Gakpo,
He
Jesus,
said Gakpo again.
I think Gakpo's not had a great season. But I'm looking at it and saying, do
But
you
what was the
genuinely
expectations for him though?
were your expectations for Jesus higher or lower than Rashford's?
For Jesus?
Yeah.
No, Rashford's higher. Rashford's higher.
Yeah.
You think
I think he
higher
scored
than
24
even
He
last
Yeah,
scored
Rashford's
20. He
higher.
scored 20 odd goals, 20 plus goals last year.
Okay.
You had to have had higher.
Okay, fair enough. In that case, Rashford makes a team, Sterling makes a team. Who's playing up top?
Harry made a good point about Grealish as well. Bloody hell.
Oh yeah.
You say Grealish?
I would. You know what? Yeah, I'm not
Grealish is
trying-
worse than
I'm not trying
Tonali.
to be like-
Grealish is worse than
I'm
Tonali.
not trying to be like anything funny,
Grealish is worse than
but
Tonali.
like,
Wow.
but for what people told me I was getting with Doku versus what I've got from
Ooh, Doku.
Nah.
Nah,
Leave Doku
Doku's a
alone.
baller, man.
Leave
Why?
Doku
Why?
alone.
Why leave
Leave
Doku
Doku
alone?
alone,
Doku's a
bro.
baller, bro.
Why-
Doku
listen,
alone, bro.
if Doku had,
Doku's a
if
He's better than
Doku,
Brennan Johnson.
if
He's better than
Doku
Brennan
had
Johnson,
40
man.
extra
He's better than Brennan
pounds,
Johnson.
if
He's better than Brennan.
Doku weighed
He's better
40
than
extra
Timo Werner.
pounds and
He's
had
better
a
than Kulusevski.
penchant for
He's
baby
better than all
oil,
your front
you would
three.
not
I
be saying
take stuff
this.
for blood.
He's better than all your front three apart from Son.
Bro, listen, what's the difference
Doku's
between
better than all
Doku
your-
and Traore? What is the difference?
Yeah. Doku's
And
What's the
Fulham.
difference?
One's
singing
got
his
goals
praises.
and the other one doesn't. One plays for Man City and Guardiola, the other
Bro,
one
listen,
doesn't. That's
I
the difference.
promise you, yeah, peak Traore, Doku can't touch him. He can't talk.
You just
to
don't
him.
want a Southgate guy to be there. That's why you just want Sterling
No,
to
I'm
just stay there.
saying to you that Doku accumulated 90% of that GA that he's got in like 2 games at the
Yeah, he's
beginning
got a
of the
point.
season.
He's
But
been
what
a
was your
big
expectations
letdown.
for a guy that's never played in the Premier League
No,
before?
but when he
Because
started,
he's
people were
young.
saying
My
they were saying he's
expectations were
better
he
than
was going to tear
Saka.
up the league.
People were saying he's better than Saka. He's got more skills than Saka. There are people lifting him.
Who was saying
Listen,
that?
by the way, I rate Doku, and I think he's going to be a great
After all that,
signing.
he
this
raised
season.
Doku now. After all that, he raised
across
Doku.
this
I'm
year,
sorry,
yeah.
there's no way you're telling me that Doku is in the flop team of the season.
How's it
What are we
Why is
doing
he a
here?
flop?
What's-
Why is he a
hold on,
flop?
Like,
what's-
how
His
are
first
you
season,
telling me?
Okay,
Like,
all
he's
right,
not,
okay.
like you might say he's not lived
Okay,
up to
over
your
who?
expectation, but to say
Okay.
he's in the flop team
Okay,
of the season is wild, bro.
Oh, in the flop team. Yeah.
I call him Saint Minimum. You know, not Saint Maximum. I call him Saint Minimum, but we'll
You
get
just
back
thought
to
that.
that.
You just
Okay,
thought that.
okay. If
You
you're not
just
going to
thought
give me
that.
Doku, give me Nunez in midfield. Give me Nunez in midfield.
Nah.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Nah. What
What's
expectations were
Nunez done this season?
Grealish.
Come on,
Grealish is
man.
worse.
And he's
Grealish
been
is worse.
fit.
Grealish.
It's got to be
Grealish.
Nkunku,
£100 million
Grealish,
treble winning Grealish.
Yeah.
Treble winning Grealish. What's he
I
done?
agree with
Where's
that.
he
I
been
agree
at?
with that Grealish.
Yeah.
Where's he been at? Has anyone
The
ever seen
thing- the
Grealish?
problem is, Toon, is too many people have been clowning Grealish all last year.
True.
So it's
true,
like I'm not coming
true.
into this season thinking,
That's true.
oh my God, Grealish is going to have a worldie. I'm like,
Not this bad though. Not this bad though.
I don't think he's. Listen, I think you're right to say. I think
Tonali played more games than him.
injury has you and fucking Tonali.
Tonali played more games than him. I'm just saying. He's played more games than.
Sorry, like
I knew Yoms was gonna say something. He just wants to. He just
like,
wants to.
I'm just being honest.
No, but listen, I think
like
Grealish,
Jack Grealish, like he kept West Ham up here. The year before. He kept
Villa.
Sorry, Villa. He kept Villa up here.
Same thing though.
Came had an indifferent season at City, yeah. Then won the treble, and this year has been shocking. Like Jack Grealish has to be there. There's no way.
Treble winning Jack Grealish. 100%.
Like, he has to be there.
Is that his government name now? Treble.
Yomi, West Ham and Villa. How do you get West Ham and Villa mixed up?
I always get West Ham and Villa mixed up.
As a West Ham fan,
you're taking out Tonali from that. Absolutely.
Can you just speak before we go into Tonali again? Can you just speak a little bit on Calvin Phillips and how bad he's been? Because I just like hearing about how bad Calvin Phillips has been. Go on,
no one expected him to be good this season.
I didn't expect him to be this bad.
Apart from Moyes expected him to be real good.
Yeah, and
bro, like, be honest. How bad? How is he not the worst midfielder you've seen at West Ham?
I've got some smoke coming from Moyes later on. Trust me. Like,
he's seen Souček, bro. He sees Souček every week.
Bro, he makes Souček look like prime Riquelme. I swear to God.
Just to chime in though. To relate to Southgate, Southgate was giving Phillips more respect than Rice at one point. You know.
Yeah, he was.
But he deserved it. He deserved it at the time.
He was kind of cooking, and he played well for England. Phillips was good for England one year. He was actually good for England.
Yeah, he was that guy.
I don't know what happened to him. But
Guardiola happened to him.
Nah, listen, I saw this. Man got sent off in 20 minutes. Man's giving away the ball, leading to I'm not joking.
He might be betting too.
Bro, this version of Calvin Phillips is probably the worst midfielder I've seen in the Premier League.
Yeah, but he's not played though, innit? He's not played and he's been injured. Like
there's only one midfielder that I think's been worse than
injured.
Amrabat.
Anyway, Ash, can you just put Nkunku back on and let's move on, please?
Yeah, it makes sense.
All right, cool. I'll do that. So.
this guy dropping lyrics and then bopping off.
I don't want to be like, hey, what's going on, boys?
How are you putting Nkunku back on after you said all that stuff about Tonali and you're not putting Ivan Toney in?
Well, we're gonna be here all night. I don't know what to do, bro. Like, what are we doing?
Just saying.
Well, you want Tony in there? I can't. Well, how much?
Tony's been going around telling everybody how much he hates being in Brentford. And then and he's just come back from obviously a ban that he's caused himself, as Yoms would say. And then he still doesn't get into the flop of the season.
No, to be fair, that's a valid point because he did bang last year as well.
It's
and
not a valid point. You just want more gamblers in the team. It's not a valid point.
Yeah, but if you're gonna not be playing because of your gambling, then you deserve to be in the flop of the season.
Bro, listen, I can put a £2 accumulator on and I can bet the house. There's different levels to gambling.
And guess what your missus will say? Your missus will say you're in the flop of the season. You bet your yard and you lose it. Your missus will say you're in the flop of the season.
He's like, you're the flop of the season while we sleep under a bridge under some cardboard. You're the flop of the season, Jay.
You'll be sleeping alone, bro. That's what would be happening, bro.
All right, guys, I'm gonna leave that there, man.
Ashley's had enough.
He's had enough.
He's had enough.
I got work in the morning. Yeah, he's had enough.
No, I mean there's other topics. I don't know. I don't know if I want to bother. Also, the show was to talk about. I don't want to talk about Chelsea, but we got to talk about Arsenal. They've got a small matter of Man City at the end. And I'm going to start with the Arsenal fan. Chinks, can Arsenal get ugly and do the damn thing and defeat Man City at the Etihad? And if so, what would the score be?
Bro, we got Havertz, bro.
I knew it.
Bro, we got Havertz, bro. We got Havertz, bro. We can do anything.
That's a great answer. Yeah, Haaland. Is Haaland playing? Is Haaland going to be fit?
I think
He'll be fit. He'll be fit.
Is
Even if
it,
he got
yeah,
one leg.
you know, Guardiola and Arteta play mind games.
Mm.
No, but to be
what-
fair though, City are losing. City have lost like a couple of big players as well.
Walker, apparently
Walker's
Stones
gone,
is
yeah,
out.
Stones is
He'll be
gone.
playing. That was all. A
Yeah,
ploy.
it's poppycock, innit?
That's all.
No,
just
I don't know
rubbish.
though. I don't know because didn't Walker go off? Did Walker go off in game?
He'll be all right. He'll be all right.
Just I mean, like, so I don't know, man. I think it's just a bit of the stars are aligning for Arsenal, man.
Jinx, I have a question for you.
Mm.
Is Don Robbie going to do another speech again?
Oh, that guy makes me sick, you know. He makes me sick, you know. He makes me sick, you know.
And like Don Robbie, you know.
You know what?
Hey,
You know Mario, yeah.
Was
You know Mario, them brown little mushroom things, and you drop them on their head. He looks like one of them, bro. It makes me sick.
Remember, we can come here. Believe. Remember that.
Oh yeah, before every game when he's driving to the game, he goes, we can do this. And
Bro, he's like a jinx, bro. You just need him away.
he is. Bro.
100%.
He looks like Spice Bun as well. Just just greasy. Just greasy. He gets on my nerves.
Yeah. If you don't know what a spice bun is, in the comments, please Google it. Please go down to your nearest Jamaican bakery, or West Indian bakery.
I hope Arsenal
Because it's Easter Sunday, Easter weekend.
Yeah.
Spice bun and some fish. Yeah, get it coming up.
You know what? For the good of the Premier League, Arsenal. I want Arsenal to win. I can't have Man City.
What do you mean for the good? What do you mean for the good? What the hell? What the hell are you doing?
Wait, so what?
Do you mean one of these?
You want Man City?
Man City can win this forever rather than Arsenal. What do you mean for the good of the
Literally one
Premier
of those.
Wait.
What about the good of my mental health?
If Man City win it again, it turns into that German league. It's one.
No, I don't. I don't want people to say that. I don't turn it to German league.
I've always thought of myself as quite the farmer. Do you know what I mean?
Yo,
So
wind
like,
up.
don't worry
Yo,
about it.
wind up.
Oh, man, I want Arsenal.
For the same reason, I want Arsenal, but I'll take Liverpool over City. City can't do 4 in a row.
Man,
Thank
of course.
you.
Because none of us are ever going to make
Or a
that.
double treble.
man.
But you know what it is? Do you know what it is? I'm in the worst position. I'm in the worst position you could possibly
Yeah, you are,
be
you
in,
know.
right?
I feel so sorry for you.
Because
That's
it's
actually
either like
treacherous.
City, Liverpool, or
It's got
Arsenal.
to be City. It's got to be City for you.
And
No, but
Arsenal-
imagine as a Man U
Rory,
fan,
Rory,
though.
which one
No,
should
but
I
it's
go
got to
on?
be City for him because to protect your legacy.
Yeah.
No one's ever like. Can you honestly say someone's going to win a double treble again?
That's
Yeah,
what I'm
but
saying.
think
That's why
about
I
it,
don't
Toon,
want
though.
City to win it.
They've already
okay,
won a
okay.
treble, though. Think because Liverpool have more leagues than you, won't they? If they win this,
Liverpool will have more leagues than us.
Oh,
City
okay.
will have a if they do the treble, which they
treble.
they could have a double treble, and I'm just surrounded by Arsenal fans.
Yes, it's pain, man.
Hey, Yomi,
That's
Yomi,
nothing though, isn't it?
It's like choosing which one to get with your wife.
Sheesh,
But you don't understand it, Toon.
Sheesh, bro.
After all the history,
This guy.
all the history between
I wonder what's in your phone, bro.
Oh man.
Go on, Jinx.
it has it because if Arteta wins it, Klopp winning one and being held in such high regard is
Yeah. Oh my God! Listen, I can see the timeline now. Is Arteta greater than Klopp?
No.
Like,
only an idiot would say that. Only an idiot would say that, though.
Let's say it already.
Only an idiot.
Let's say it.
No, but
Let's say it already.
Who was the Arsenal fan that was on here last week? Stefan.
Oh,
Steph.
God. Yeah.
And he was
That's
talking
one
about Arteta.
Yeah.
Arteta is in the same.
Yeah, bro, listen,
As Klopp.
bro, look at
Yeah, come on, bro.
Shout out Stefan. though.
He
look
made
at the
Jones
way they
protect-
talk about Arteta when he listen, fair dues to him, he won the FA Cup. But the funniest thing about winning that FA Cup is it's always they inherited a crap squad. They inherited a crap squad. They inherited a crap squad. But those crap players are the only players that have won anything whilst he's been at the club. So heaven help the rest of us. Heaven help the rest of us if Arsenal win a trophy. a Premier League,
But who
a Champions
cares?
League.
Yeah, who
But
cares?
I
cares?
care. My mental health
Yeah.
matters.
Yeah, but
It matters.
just turn off your turn off your social
Yeah.
media. Like,
Nah,
put
listen,
Tottenham-
listen.
put
Listen,
I
Tottenham
don't
I
want
appreciate
Arsenal
what
winning.
Arsenal have done, but I don't need them to win a Premier League to validate their progress. I can just tell them, well done. Is that not enough? Is
No, but
a well done from me not sufficient? Like, why must I need Arsenal to win against City? Just run them close. Works well enough for Liverpool.
But if City win it again,
Yeah.
when are you
I
going to
don't
see
mind
Tottenham?
City. Look, of the three, I would go for City and hope
Yeah,
that
man,
United,
of course.
hope that United can
No
do
way.
something in the FA Cup final.
Why would you want
If
City to win
if
it?
City win,
Why would you
if
want
City
City to
win,
win
I
it?
don't want either of them to
You
win.
want them to have 4 in a row. They just
No,
look
but
at
the
3
thing
in a
is,
row.
if City win, the best
Double,
thing is
treble.
that you can always feel that it's your team that's going to topple them. Yeah, you don't want to see the big bully get knocked out by anybody else other than your team. Even if it's delusion, even if Spurs aren't going to win it, even if United won't win it,
Spurs aren't gonna
United
win
want to feel.
You'll wind up soon.
Listen,
You'll wind-
United want to feel like they're the team that are going to beat City. Arsenal want to feel like it. Liverpool want to feel like it. So if City have to continue to win,
You
until
really
one
hate us,
feels
you know.
like your team is ready to challenge, then
You know
City
why
should continue to win.
You're closer to us than City. Do you know what I mean? Like getting to where we are is easier for
Exactly.
you than getting to City.
But
So
hate for you makes him
yes,
further away. He's
because
becoming
think about if we've had two 8s and a 5th place finish. If you finish top 5 this season, it's easier to go from there to where we are.
You
than
should
to
be
where
used to
City is.
watching Arsenal win things while you don't.
Yeah.
Why is that a big thing this season?
No, it's not.
Why is it a big hype
first,
this season?
First of all, I see what you're doing with these backhands. Yeah?
I'm just saying.
And
I'm
you're
just
not
saying.
a tennis player, so stop it. Yeah. And
I'm Pete
secondly,
Sampras. That's
yeah,
why I am.
I see with the point where, like, you think I look at it very, very casually and say Arsenal, they played very well. But when you say you're closer to this than that, and listen, 64, 64, 63, I don't know. I don't know how many points you guys have. But at the end of the day, Arsenal are doing it. There's no guarantee that Arsenal don't regress a little bit last season or this or that. As in, when you have your moment to win, you have to win, right? So I don't want Arsenal to win.
You know, when people give a long explanation, it doesn't make sense. Like this,
Because you know why it's mad. Yeah, you know why it's mad.
I do not want Arsenal to win the league.
You don't care about the Premier League.
I'm a bit confused. Why do you guys think that a Spurs fan, Jay, you're a Spurs fan, right?
I'm a Spurs fan, yeah.
Why do you guys?
Why
think
surprised
Spurs,
by this mentality?
Why wouldn't Arsenal be his last choice?
You know why? Yeah, because I'm an Arsenal fan. Yeah, how much I respect the Premier League, and I use it for so much difference in my arguments in terms of players and how good they are. Yeah, it just shoots all my arguments in the foot. This is how much I'd rather City not win it. As an Arsenal fan, I'd rather Spurs win it. I genuinely would rather Spurs win it.
I get your personal reasons as to why you would prefer Liverpool over Arsenal Liverpool over City if it can't be Arsenal, yeah?
Yeah.
But we are sitting in a conversation and you're expecting a Spurs fan to ever utter the words Arsenal to win the league out of his mouth. I don't expect that from any Spurs fan ever in the history of football debates.
That's just short-term thinking, though. That's short-term thinking. That's like let me steal this car rather than work for it. Like that. That's
an egregious example. That's kind of round the corner and down the path a little bit, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Spurs have been watching and like,
and they'll continue to watch it.
They've been watching Arsenal have these highs for years and years and years and years, right? And now they're finally. Sometimes they get into the Champions League. Sometimes they drop out. Blah blah blah, and they're on the ascendancy again.
Yoms gets it.
Why?
No,
why
you don't. You don't.
Because you know what it is. You know what Spurs are.
We think we can topple them. We don't want you to topple them.
You're right.
We can get to a point to topple them.
Which shoots your argument in the foot, though, because think about it, we were teetering. There was times when we were back. Remember, Pastorgate or whatever. We were battling for top 4, where and I don't know where City were. City have come, but they've come from 8th place, speeding past you. Like, do you get what I mean?
Yeah, cheat code.
You
know what I mean? You
they
should
also
be
sped
that
past
should
you and took your best players too. So what?
Exactly.
Are we doing here?
And you're still worried about us.
I'm not worried about you.
You
I'm
are.
worried about
Jinx, you know what it is?
They're
Jinx,
the
you know what
big
it is?
baddie.
Especially
Listen,
like last
listen,
8 years.
look at
They've been in
in
Champions League.
any sort of comic book or any sort of movie, yeah. Like, I don't want you to kill the big bad. Why do I want you to kill the big bad? I don't want you to kill the big bad. As far as I'm concerned, I want the big bad to end you, send you right to the back of the queue, and then let somebody else have a go.
But right now, you're not even winning the League Cup at the moment. Heaven help us if Man City do a double treble. When are you ever going to see that again?
But exactly though. But you got to understand, right, that for Spurs fans, if Arsenal win the league, it's not City fans that are going to get it.
That's what I'm saying.
It's
like,
Spurs fans.
Hold on, Yoms. Yeah, you see when Chelsea win anything, do they go over to Craven Cottage and celebrate? You don't care about them, man. You don't care about them, man, bro. You genuinely don't care about them, man. And the fact that you care about us so much makes it even worse.
Honest with you, Chinks, yeah?
Do you know what I mean?
Very specifically, yeah?
Do you see when they're in the Champions League in front of Harrods? Like, no one cares, bro.
You're asking a bullied like a bullied population.
They weren't bullied.
Champion the bully.
Spurs have been better than us for the last season.
Now you're nailing it.
But respectfully,
why would you win 20 years ago? Us be better than you. Us make it to Champions League finals, finish second, and then you come back again and you win the league before. Heaven forbid that ever happens. No way in God. What that will do, that will crystallize and really reiterate
that your
pants.
Your flops.
But with a little brother.
And you still are. Regardless of whether we win it or not, us winning the league this season doesn't change that for you.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Chinks, you're not
you ain't won a Premier League title in over 20 years.
And you ain't won it in 120 years. We don't know. You're focusing on the wrong thing.
We're all friends here. What are we doing here?
I told you guys.
On the wrong
you're on the
thing.
same block as us. You're with us.
Yeah.
I told you.
I don't even. You know what we're doing here. You know what you're doing.
This man out of here.
You see what it is, Toon. You know what it is. You know, like when we're in Chelsea, we're in the football group, and the Chelsea fans are arguing, and then like see like hacks. Because they're not getting the wins they want on the pitch, they start trying to get these second-handed whack wins. Like, Foden's way better than Saka. Big man, you're in sixth. You know what I mean? What are we doing here?
In that position.
Because you're not understanding. When you're not winning something yourself. When you're not winning
just
because
you got a bad Chinks, just because you got a bad B now, yeah. Don't act like you've had a bad B all these last few years, yeah. You got a bad B now. Act like you've been here before, yeah.
This is my analogy. This is my analogy. You know what? No, you've had the bad B for the past 8 or 9 years.
Yeah.
You didn't respect her. You left her alone. Then Arsenal came and picked her up, and everybody's like, "Raw, she's proper nice. You're so lucky." And now you're like, "Oh no, she was so lucky."
But when did Spurs have a bad B though? Because
when they were getting Champions League, when they got a Champions
League, we got bad B's, bro. We got bad B's, bro.
Not had any bad B's, and that's where the.
I'm
just trying to know.
You out here with your KE prices talking to me about bad B's. I know United. I know what you used to have.
KE price getting the smoke.
Listen. I'm here just trying to get some common ground understanding, right? The reason why Spurs do not want Arsenal to win the league so badly is because when you can't win something yourself, the last thing you want is the person who's been bullying you all these years to win.
You don't need to say
we ain't been bullying them though.
You have though.
Oh, you're being Jay. Jay, they're hoodwinking you, you know.
Light teasing at most.
And
light teasing.
Chinks, you know the term. No, you know the term Spursy.
Banter.
Yeah.
You know the term Spursy. Nobody uses that more than Arsenal fans.
Yeah.
It's like an actual thing. Like Arsenal have been bullying Spurs for years, and any Spurs fans that tell me that like they don't want us. Spurs fans would swap Arsenal not winning the league for them winning the FA Cup.
Pardon?
If you said to Spurs fans, Arsenal win the league and you win the FA Cup, Spurs fans would not take that. Spurs fans would say no.
And you know why that's crazy?
And you know what? Credit to the Spurs fans.
And you know what? I just want to build on that, because I just want to highlight how much of a juvenile mentality that is,
Okay.
Wait, let me finish. Let me finish, please. Let me finish. Do any of us have kids?
Yeah.
Not that I know of.
Like, when my daughter was little, there'll be times when she'd want something, and then she'd get upset and worked up about not having it, and then after all of that, I'm trying to give it to her. She's so upset that she doesn't even want it no more. And now you let your anger shoot yourself in the foot to the point where you're actually throwing stuff away.
This guy's an idiot.
Throwing stuff away you really want.
You take this guy's microphone away from him.
At me when it's actually hurting yourself. That makes no. This is why you can't listen to these guys, Jay, because they set you up for failure. Because every year, when you don't win something, they turn around and go to you, but you've never won nothing. Hence
well, I know, but you're part of these people. You're trying to pretend you shout at me too.
No, you sacked Poch, you got Mourinho because you wanted the quick way to win something, because you're tired of getting bantered. You got rid of him and you got Conte because you got tired of getting bantered. And like you can't don't let them take you down this road, bro. Stay on your path.
I'm staying on the road, bro.
Poch would have won something by now. I guarantee you.
Yes,
he would have won something by now.
Mr. Trophy's egos. I don't think so.
Trophy's ego. Have you seen how humble Yoms has been? He's got a trophy, bro. Trophies don't mean nothing, bro. What do you mean? Trophies don't mean anything, bro. What are you talking about? Have you heard? What's he called? Nicolas is European champion. He ain't said shit. Trophies don't mean nothing, bro.
Trophy. With all due respect, trophies is why we're here. Trophies is why we're here. Like everyone here wants to win a trophy.
Apart from Spurs,
everybody here wants to win a trophy.
No, except for Spurs.
Except for Spurs,
to throw away a trophy just for us to not win one.
Except for Spurs.
Okay, cool. All right, fine. But I think that
you know what you guys are. You know what you got. Me, Jay. I told you, me and you. We're on the same block, but I'm trying to leave. I'm trying
to buy a house where I live.
You want to stay on the block. You are going to be here for life. I'm trying to leave. I'm trying to get my GED. You're like, no, I've done that. I'm here for life.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying?
Chinks, because I'm genuinely trying to understand, Jay. Chinks, do you think the words "I would prefer Spurs to win it" will ever come out of your mouth?
I just said that. I'll genuinely rather Spurs win it over City. I literally said it a while ago.
No, but it's easy to say when it's not happening.
When it's not happening, isn't it?
It's easy to say when it's not happening.
No, but I'm being deadly serious.
You're not being deadly serious.
You know why? You know why I'm being serious. You know why I'm being serious? Yeah, because you see, like when you was in the Champions League final, I was shitting bricks.
Of course you were.
And you know why? Because that's something we've never done. But with the league, I would rather you win it than City. But not Champions League, but the league, I genuinely would. I would, and it would make the league more competitive. I want our league to be competitive.
I can't wait for 2035 when Spurs are challenging for the league.
See, this is the guy who's backing up your argument, Jay. You don't want the best for you. You don't want the best for you. I do.
At the end of the day, right? If we can't win it, Arsenal better not win it either. Do you know what I mean? Simple as that. If we can't win it, Arsenal better not win it either.
Right. If Man United, if Man United win a trophy,
here we go.
Oh, yeah, I can't even finish a question. I can't even lie.
You're not even allowed to finish a question. Everyone's just feisty tonight.
No, because I knew it was coming. Go on.
What's going on? If Man United win a trophy,
I thought I was the only one with falsettos.
And Arsenal don't, or Spurs don't, or live, if Arsenal Spurs don't, is Ten Hag better than Arteta and Ange? Because he's won back-to-back trophies.
Hold on.
He is though.
Hold on. Don't go, Yoms, because I want to show you how disingenuous these people are. Because they love to switch these narratives and do this. Yeah. You see our season last year, you lot. Yeah. and Man U's season, would you
Right.
swap if you had Man U's season? I mean, or if
Man
you
U.
had our season, would you?
Yeah.
Which one would
Man
you
U.
rather take?
Oh,
Man
Chinks,
U.
but Chinks, Mr. Hypocrite, why is it when you're in Spurs' position of doing well and challenging but not winning, now it's all about the experience? It's all about the taking part that counts. But on
Who
the
said-
other
what do you mean?
hand,
No, Chinks
now
likes
it's not
taking
about
part.
winning. It's
I'm
not
a
about
taking
taking
part,
part.
man.
Because you had a good
I'm a-
time. You and
Chinks-
your friends.
Chinks are the wrong
It's
Arsenal
about
guy.
the friends you made on the
Yeah.
way,
Likes
right,
taking
Chinks?
part. Chinks likes
I'm-
taking part. Like
I'm-
honestly,
I'm a taking part
Listen.
merchant. Don't worry about that, Chinks.
Yeah.
Come join me.
Listen,
Because
if the question is,
you-
if the question is,
you
would you
up
rather
for failure.
finish second? Would you rather finish second and win nothing,
Yeah.
or finish third and win something? I'm finishing third and winning something
exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I think
That's it.
I think
because
I think-
second gets a certificate, and I like. Do you get what I'm saying? So that's just me personally, because really and truly, the difference between second and third is there's nothing. There's nothing in between.
Yeah, no,
between second and third.
I
You
hear
both
it.
get Champions League football.
The
Do you get what I'm saying?
experience that Chinks will have had through the season, he might have enjoyed the season
That's
a little bit more in real
my
time.
most excitable season
But
I've had for a very long time.
But at the end of the day, what's the tangible receipts, and who, if you both achieve the same thing in terms of Champions League qualification and then the other team won a trophy, is very, very difficult, even with Mr. Mental Gymnastics himself. Not me, somebody else. I don't know why you guys think I was pointing to me. It's very difficult for me to say that Arsenal would have had a better season than Ten Hag. And there's not much you can do apart from be a taking part merchant, which I hear, Chinks, and I'm with you, but that doesn't sign into the winning trophies is all that matters.
And just sorry to cut airport, just to keep narratives consistent then, I never ever want to hear you lot mention Ange anywhere near Eric Ten Hag then. Ever. Because you've just answered the whole question there.
I didn't say I agree with that point, did I?
But what the question was,
I just articulated it. Hey, I'm just the doctor. I didn't make the needle sharp.
Chinks, do you know what? Yeah, that alley-oop that you just gave yourself was a work of art, bruv.
It was nice.
I didn't see that. I didn't see that snipe. He set that up. I was thinking, hold on, where's this going? He set that up, bruv. That was a sniper headshot. Pause.
I'll go one further. I'll have West Ham season over Arsenal's.
Okay, now you're taking the.
I'd win a trophy. I'd win a trophy in Europe or wherever, or League Cup, whatever, over Arsenal's.
So
you take the Johnson Vars Paint Trophy, the West Ham one last season.
In terms of the setup of the question, then that means that David Moyes is a better manager than Eddie Howe. Is that true, Toon?
Say that again.
In terms of the way I set up the question, that means that David Moyes is a better manager than Eddie Howe. Then
because he won a trophy last season and Newcastle did.
Because he didn't win a trophy. Last season he was. Last season in terms of winning a trophy. Last season winning a trophy was. He won a trophy.
All right, so I don't think winning a trophy means you had a good season, because Wigan won a trophy the same year they got relegated.
No, he wasn't saying whether a team is having he said whether the manager is better. That's what he was saying for that season.
I think they're about the same level. From Moyes,
I think Howe is better generally, but I think for that season, for that period, Moyes came out of a trophy. He's just better.
And then Howe got top 4, so out of the two. So, yeah, I get what you're saying, but overall, winning trophy for me doesn't mean you had a good season.
I wouldn't go champion. I would rather win FA Cup or League Cup than qualify for the Champions League, no matter what season it is.
That's because you won a trophy, though, isn't it?
Any time of it, well, I can't say any time because I've never supported any other team, so it's hard to say that. But I would, as it stands now, I'll prefer to win trophies
because it's been a long time for you. That's why.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The context matters.
Context, isn't it?
Context matters.
So would you say?
Sorry. Which is why it's absurd to me. Yeah, you see how you said context matters. A man said, "I'd rather throw away a trophy, which I haven't had for how long, just to see you not win one." Is that not absurd?
No, but that's the level of bullying, though.
Yeah.
That's what I know. I know it's a hard pill to swallow, but it's the level of bullying.
Yoms,
But you guys
Chinks-
got to see the context. The context is Spurs were trying so hard for so long to get a seat at the table.
It sounds like mental health issues now.
No, for real. Like, it sounds deep. Spurs were trying so hard for so long.
Spurs fans have mental health issues, is what you're saying.
No. Like, all right. So imagine there's a round table, yeah, and everyone at the round table has justified themselves being there by saying, all right, boom, here's my trophy. Here's my trophy. Here's what I've done. Here's my trophy. Spurs are just there. You get it? So for them, but they're just there. But then sometimes they're there, and then sometimes they're not. Sometimes they finding out that this meeting's happened. No, I'm not even bantering. I'm just. I'm not even bantering. But it's true. Sometimes they're just finding out that the meeting's happened already. They're like, oh, like, nice. All right. I'll see you at the next one. You know what I'm saying?
League, you forgot us.
Yeah, like, you know them ones. And
they are
then,
building a big hotel though. They're getting really big hotel.
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? And then they're finding out that one of them, they believe that of the other teams at the table, you're closest to them, and now you're about to go and challenge the big dog for what they've been winning for the last 5-6 years.
Even in the chat, they're bantering me for wanting to win trophies. You haven't won in 7 years. You're so desperate. Yeah, you're in. I keep on telling you guys, you're in the same block as me. Just because you've won it recently, me, we're the same. Like, you think we're different. And Chinks is right. He doesn't even see you guys as people to be bullying. Like, he's looking past you. Like, he doesn't see it as bullying, and that's what makes the bullying worse. You're saying that's what makes it even worse. You're feeling bullied. You're not actually being bullied. So he's not even looking at you. That's the worst thing about it.
Sorry, Ashko.
No, I think Newcastle are closer to West Ham. What do you reckon, Nick?
That's gonna be a game this weekend. I'm looking forward to that.
What's the preview? Where's your prediction, Nick, in terms of Newcastle and West Ham? Wait a minute, are you hoping
it's at the Sports Direct?
Okay.
No, St. James's Park. You're trying it. He's trying it.
Immaculate. That was immaculate.
The Balls Elite Arena.
London Stadium.
What's the stadium called again? The Balls Arena.
You know what? That was so smooth. That was so smooth from Nick, yeah. That it took me a couple seconds, you know.
It didn't register. It didn't register. It didn't register, bro. It didn't register.
Hansen is at the Sports Direct, you know. Oh my gosh! The only thing you go into Sports Direct for is shin pads and socks, bro. That's it.
I'm very bold. 3-1.
Oh
man! I'm down for 3-1 away win.
He's still talking about the game. He's talking about
the game. He's dropped that. He's carried on with it.
He's not waiting for him to respond. He's not waiting for him to respond. He's just moved on.
Go. Cool. 3-1 away win for us.
3-1, yeah?
Yeah.
All right. That work, yeah?
I meant to have 90% off in the comments. They did it too.
Everything must go, you know.
Every week. Yoms, I just saw the delivery arrive. And everything's got to go. The delivery just arrived.
I want to just reference the Sports Direct mug, because I do think that's very important in Newcastle's history. It's the biggest cup that I've ever seen them with. It's definitely the biggest cup. You know what I mean?
And you know what? He changed that name. Let's add to that. To add salt to that, he changed it to Sports Direct. You know how much money he paid to do that?
How much?
$500,000. $500,000. Not even salaries.
And you know the funniest thing on the back of that tune is he said, we spent what the club generated.
Crazy. Crazy.
Man.
Crazy. Yeah, so West Ham 3-1. What, Mikel Antonio with the goals, yeah?
Mate, like, you know what? Since we beat Arsenal, you know, we've won 3 out of 15.
Sports Direct mug, you know. Oh
Where's that Satan shirt that you wear? Where's Satan? Where's Satan's shirt again? I'd rather have Sports Direct than Satan on my mug.
The thing is,
You say Satan. Oh, did it really go there? What blasphemy.
Some of the Obi.
You know what I mean? Like Saudi owned club.
Hey, show me that mug again, Yoms. Hold it up.
You know what I mean? Look at the branding.
Everything must go. Sell ends Monday. Sell ends
Oh,
Monday.
The branding is a fake. Hey.
Yeah.
no, I saw what Luton done to you at your own ground, 4-4.
Okay.
So I
Yeah,
think
but Luton got magic though, man. Luton have magic, man.
and so have we.
Hey.
What happened to you? What happened to you guys? What did we do to you guys at your ground? What happened again? What happened again? What did this do?
Oh. What happened?
No, this season.
I don't know, I forgot.
Well, this season, yeah, we don't want to remember last season.
Still have to play you this season.
Last
Still have to play you.
It was a bit murky.
Still have to play you, you know.
It was a bit murky last season, isn't it? Nobody really wanted it.
Don't think we forgot about that 6-1 last season.
I haven't seen you outside your block
Clap
since then.
you guys.
I haven't seen.
What happened?
You and the 16-year-olds you're gonna put on the bench because you got no players. We're coming to take you guys out.
Are you a West Ham fan now?
You know?
He's a West Ham fan now, you know. Just for us. He's a.
It was 2-2. It was 2-2 earlier in the season.
It was. What happened last time? Was it before that? Was it 4-1? 5-1?
Can't remember that still. I was
That's
cold outside on the block that day.
Toon, do you have players at the moment? Do you have players? Do you have players?
Good question, because we've lost Botman for the year, ACL.
One of them's in Ladbrokes.
One of them's in Ladbrokes. Isak Gordon we've got playing, thankfully. Bruno Guimaraes will be available. Callum Wilson
Miley's
out for the
as
season.
well now.
Miley's out for the season.
Is Miley out?
Is probably out for the season.
The 17-year-old that we've been playing is out of the season.
He's out. Oh man, that's
Man.
Thankfully,
You know what? Sorry to cut you up, Toons, but I respect it because, like, the way Yoms has been injury. I haven't heard you moan about injuries all season, bro. I'll be real.
Me or Yoms?
No, you took
Yeah.
Bro, I haven't heard you.
They already blew the season before the injuries came in.
He's so happy.
The season was already blown, man.
He's so happy.
They were already blowing this shit. Like,
you're so relieved. You're so relieved.
Bro.
Because imagine if our injuries were just 40% less,
You know what
I
injuries
guarantee
did,
we'll be
yeah?
higher than you.
Bro, you know what injuries did? Injuries hid the fact that Newcastle qualified for Champions League.
Oh, here we go.
20
You
years.
see, you're like a jealous ex.
Harvey Barnes, Livramento.
We were the fourth best team in the country. You need to accept it. We were the fourth best team in the country.
What is your work? To change yourself into a mid-table club.
We've got bigger owners than you. We've got richer owners than you.
Richer owners than you.
My
dad's bigger than your dad.
You guys,
you're
sixth out of the good charity of Man United.
Bro, listen,
They've let you in. But soon they're going to let you out again.
You smelt the rarefied air of the Champions League. And you
rarefied. You played the Champions League before you.
Your lines.
You were in the Champions League before you.
Small little thing to read, and you
League.
fluffed your lines.
Jay, you're being disingenuous.
Read it with your finger. You fluffed your lines.
Jay, respectfully, you're being disingenuous. You're being disingenuous because that group that Newcastle got in the Champions League was absolutely insane.
Do you want to know why Newcastle got that group? Yeah, because their asses haven't qualified for Europe since the beginning of time, so they had no coefficient, so they got the hardest group.
Yes,
that's why.
We just talked about Sports Direct and Mike Ashley, and you're expecting us to be in the Champions League. Is that your expectation?
Your fans are the ones who started carrying their grapefruits in wheelbarrows. That's your fans, not me. I was listening to your fans talking about how you're going to knock us out of the top 6.
After someone scores 6 goals in 20 minutes, after someone scores 6 goals in 20 minutes, we tend to think a little bit higher than ourselves. 6 goals in 20 minutes, we tend to think we're better than you that season.
That's it, bro. Hang it in the Louvre. Hang it in the Louvre. Beating the worst Spurs term in the last 10 years. That's what you worst Spurs team in the last 10 years.
Jay is the most Arsenalish Spurs fan.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? I just been sitting
What
here.
have I done?
I just
What
been
have-
hearing him.
What have I done?
Hey, I
I've
told
just been
you.
hearing him
You're on the
shit
same
on
block.
I'm
shit
a
on the
whole
Magpies.
torn from
You know,
certain
Shitting on the
sides.
Magpies.
What,
I want to
man?
hear what Nick's got to say. Go on, Nick.
Yeah, so basically, we have only since we beat Arsenal at them, it's 2-0.
Why do you keep referring to that?
No, since
Look
then,
at this guy.
we
I was
have
about to defend you.
no, we're not. I've got a reason. Like,
And then we beat you like 6. What was the score when we last
no,
played?
let me say it.
I
No,
damn.
Alright,
I didn't even want to do that. I didn't even want to do that.
Hear me out.
Look what you made me do.
Hear me out. So since that game, right, we have only won. Since that game, right, we won 3 out of 15.
Paqueta's back, isn't it?
Yeah. So and in
Packet of
that
crisps.
winless run, we lost to teams like Bristol, Bournemouth, Burnley. So listen.
Talk your truth, West Ham. Talk your truth.
No. I'm saying that your favorites on Saturday because you're at home as well. We won 3 out of 15. Those 3 wins were against Freiburg.
You just said you're going to win 3-1 and we're favourites.
No.
Yeah, I don't know. You know,
Why are you saying we're favourites?
I think this game's maybe.
Your
Yeah,
favorites.
based on last season, yeah, but they've had a lot of injuries, you know.
Let's have a look. Right,
Man,
so
you're going to be
Sky
scrolling
Bet-
down, looking at injury lists. You're going to be
Just
scrolling down.
Ask Tonali who's favourites, isn't it?
Ask,
Low.
has Anthony's charges been dropped, by the way?
Bet on him still.
They have.
Ooh.
Yeah.
They have.
Okay.
What about the other one? What's the
Did it
name?
though?
Oh, Greenwood. How about his charges?
His charges is awful. He's not. His charges are also been dropped.
I'll rather the betting charges. I'll rather the betting charges.
His charge-
I'll take those all day.
Respectfully, he plays
Your players
in
got no
Spain.
respect. Your players got no respect.
Respectfully, he plays in Spain.
About respect. Your players got no
Respectfully,
respect.
he plays in Spain.
Chill.
What was calling the kettle
He's not a United player right now.
He's exiled
was
for a
calling the kettle
reason.
charcoal.
Your players are getting
Yomi.
exiled from the Premier League. Let's you know, let's
Yomi, Anthony did it though. Yeah.
glass houses and all that. Let's
Right,
glass
yo,
houses
wind
and
up.
Anthony did
Allegedly.
it.
He did it though.
Allegedly.
Anthony did it, bro.
Hold on. What?
Nicolas has been shooting at Arsenal,
Respectfully.
shooting at
Anthony
Newcastle. The moment an opportunity arises to shoot at Man U, he
Bro.
drops everything.
He drops everything. He drops everything. This guy
Anthony
hates United with a passion.
Anthony done it. Fact. He done it. Fact. Anthony.
I was there. You know what I'm saying?
Gentlemen,
He said, you see that shadow, you see that shadow in the room. That was me. That was my shadow.
Much love. It's
That
been
man is
far,
aggressive.
Peace, Joe.
far too much fun, boys. Thank you very much for having me. As always, I'll see you boys next time.
Yeah, we do need to wrap
Cheers.
up.
And as always, fuck Newcastle.
Same block.
I was like, just let it be natural. Fuck Arsenal, fuck West Ham. Somehow my brain said fuck Newcastle.
Because we're on the same block. We're in the same.
You
We've got the same.
live on my block.
We've got the same trophy cabinet. We've got the same trophy cabinet. I don't blame you.
Point.
He's got a point. He's got a point. So.
I've got to go, but fuck you guys.
Big up.
No. I don't know how much time you lot got left.
How much time have you got left, Ash?
Ash has had enough of our. He's had enough of our shit today. Ash is like, I've had enough of you guys.
He said, "I'm never teaching this class again."
Anthony and Greenwood, the same thing.
Oh my god!
Looking at, the Chelsea Chargers, the Chelsea Chargers. You guys wanted to bring it up. Obviously, the FFP is coming in, and yeah, they look like they're in massive trouble. By the looks of it. Do you think though they can swindle out of this one, because it's looking really techie? Go on.
Before we continue, you know Partey did it too, innit? Just
No,
saying.
no,
Just saying.
No, he didn't.
Just saying.
No, he
Just
didn't.
saying. You know Partey
No,
definitely
he
did it
didn't.
too.
No, he
He
didn't.
definitely did. But anyway, the charges, the Chelsea charges, the Chelsea charges.
Charges. There's always talking about the charges.
Get in there quick.
Oh my
The
goodness!
swindle was clear, by the way. The swindle was clear. But, yeah, we move. Chelsea.
I feel like they're getting what they deserve, man. I think Chelsea are the start of everything what's wrong with football, man. Basically, yeah, man. They just,
Isn't the problem that Mason Mount went through the signing and the payment for Mason Mount went in as last season.
Yes, that's right.
And what they tried to do is cook the books to make it look like it went through this season. So they've effectively done it twice. But there's
the there's some offshore some payments about Hazard, about it gone to his agent. There's Conte. Conte weren't going to sign. Then money went to his agent's mate, and then he signed the next day. That what's her name? The lady. There's so much stuff, and then there's stuff that's already admitted.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, and this is what I was saying about this last week, right? Like with clubs like Chelsea, and I get that Chelsea's built up a fan base and that, and Man City, I've been saying this, and Nick will back me up that I've been saying this for years. Man City and that, like, these clubs are the dodgiest clubs.
1,000%.
The dodgiest clubs. I feel like Chelsea are getting what they deserve, and City will eventually get what they deserve.
100%.
And Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will get a Premier League.
I'm telling you,
Only at the wheel.
Only at the wheel.
It's all coming to an end this year. All the treacherous stuff. P. Diddy, Epstein, Nickelodeon.
Cat Williams said it.
Yeah,
Cat Williams said it.
At the start of the year, bro.
Man City. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Everything's coming to roost this year.
There's almost two things with Chelsea. There is the charges, and obviously Chelsea. There was the charges under Abramovich, but they came. There's three things. So they came to the Premier League saying, "Hey, we found some dodgy stuff here." So obviously, kind of cooperating. But there's also the thing that they've also seen there's other more serious stuff. Hence why they're kind of going to the Premier League. But the other worry for them is that don't they have to make a payment for either this year, like they're like 200 million in debt,
and
it has to be 30th of June.
Yeah,
it has to be 30th of June. And now all of our, so for instance, if we're looking at any of their players, we know that. So all of a sudden, I don't know, 40 million for Conor Gallagher, whoever wants it.
Well, they said what 40 for Brozier too.
Yeah, that's not happening, bro. 4.5 million, 4.5 million. You know, all of that.
Yeah, like even players like that, they're trying to get rid of that players. People know, like people are going to be going in at like 50% of the value of that player.
I have a feeling though. Have any of you guys ever watched Lord of War?
Yes, I have.
You see right at the end when like he's banged to rights, yeah, that they've got him, that he's going to get convicted. And that guy came in and took him out the room. And like, and it said, like he was just like some higher ranked guy and just took him out the room, and the guy went back to dealing arms again. I think that's going to be Chelsea. I feel like they're going to get banged to rights, and someone's going to come in and say, "That's right. It's all good. It's all good." Because remember how Chelsea were never meant to get that. Abramovich didn't just sell Chelsea; he got taken. He got Chelsea taken from him, and then whatever happened between the government, the buyers, like they had to spend
their hands are dirty.
They had to spend a certain amount of money before that time. I just don't see Chelsea. I think there's just something there. I think we're all going to be shocked.
I agree. I think because the government got involved, I just feel like there's mud on everyone's hands, and they're like, "This." I don't know
So, but then countering how harsh they've been with, is it Leicester they're doing now?
Leicester,
Nottingham Forest. No, but in the back, off the back of that, they said that these, in comparison to some other charges, these are light. So the most serious ones are going to be met with serious scrutiny. Because then if you're gonna, it makes the Premier League look bad if they get away with it, and then you can't do that to the smaller teams. Let Chelsea get away with it. Then you kind of have to let City get away with it. Like, you can't toe such a difficult line. Like,
politically, Man City is different. What happened with Chelsea? Even the Mudryk deal, he was gonna go to Arsenal, and then just some madness happened, and all of a sudden payments had to be made between Chelsea and Mudryk and his team, Shakhtar Donetsk. Like it just all smells. And whenever the government got involved, literally everything about Chelsea changed. Everything. You know, and it was just insane. I just feel like that's what's going to happen with Man City. Man City is a different. They're saying you're not looking at our accounts, you're not doing nothing unless you. It's like the police coming to your house and saying we want to search your house, and you say, nah, bruv, give me a warrant. That's what Man City are saying. Give me a warrant, and then you can see my house. And that's what's annoyed the Premier League.
because they're just delaying it for as long as possible.
Yeah.
They're just delaying it for as long as it will eventually get Man City as well. I don't know what it's going to happen because it's a lot of charges, but apparently those charges are it's only about 6 of them are actually serious. But it will catch up with City. They just wait. Like Pep will go. I reckon Pep will go maybe ending of next season. It will catch up with City midway, ending of next season, and then City will go back in their box where they belong.
Yeah, it has to, man. They can't get away with this, man.
You say that, but well, life's not fair, you know. You never know that. Life's not fair. So, like, because
I'm assuming, let's assume that the owners, Chelsea owners, aren't stupid because everyone's calling them stupid. But say they're not stupid. As they're spending this money and giving these 8-year contracts and doing all of this, they must know, this is breaching FFP. So why are we still doing this? They didn't have to sell all those players in one go and then buy a whole new set of players and they've been to Premier League.
And they did it, which is stupid.
Right. No, but they did it. You got to remember, right? This owner is from he's in essence, he will gamble, innit? Do you get what I'm saying? He's gambling on the fact he's thinking we're going to make this money back and we'll be fine in terms of FFP because we'll make the Champions League if we buy all of these players. Them not making Europe at all is what has really got them in big trouble. If they had made Europe, if they had made the Champions League, which was what the plan was to do, they wouldn't be in this trouble because the financial benefits of being in the Champions League would have sufficed. It would have chopped that debt in half.
League pay you though?
A lot of money. The difference between
not 200 M's.
Yeah.
What if you win it?
No. Just for getting there. When you got to think about the payment for being there, for getting fourth. And then you've got to think about all the sponsorships and stuff that come in, the TV money that comes in as part of being in the Champions League. It's big money. Do you get what I'm saying?
Apparently, they've got 2 sponsorship deals that are coming in, approximately worth 40 million on each. But still, there's still a massive gap that they need to make.
It's the same amount they got now.
Yeah, that's what I saw that as well. It's not much. It's not much different than their last deals.
Yeah. So
like. The not making Europe has really impacted them. Like,
but what made him think? What made him think to remove players who've won the Europe for players who've never been to Europe? And that's
the money, though, isn't it? He wanted to start afresh, I suppose.
But why? Like,
bro,
why?
The guy's an idiot, though, too, man. He made himself sporting director, bro. Like, he's just an idiot.
He made himself like 4 different roles at the beginning.
He's an idiot.
Like,
what, Todd?
Yeah,
Todd, man. And it's just kicking the can down the road. 8-year contracts. That's not going to work. When you can't get rid of him, it's the same thing they did with Abramovich. You just kick it down the road. Like it's not going to work. They're just so short-minded. And I suppose when your club's got no history, you just want it quickly. You want it immediately, and you'll do anything. You sell your soul. You know what I mean? And now we're arriving to Judgment Day, and you're wishing and praying. Like,
have you seen Fulham's new stadium plans?
Oh wow!
Yeah, man. They're looking to have a little, I don't know, swimming pool.
That's not a stadium plan. That's
not a stadium. That's the flat next to it.
That's just a flat next to it. That's not
stadium.
It's just waste, man.
Why do you need a swimming pool in a stadium?
Does that make sense? So look at how many fans are just in that.
And it rains all the time in Fulham.
Look how small that pool is. The one in Brixton Recreation Centre is bigger than that. How much people going to get in there?
Well, I think they're trying to play luxury and glamour, and they got the little beds there, that little grass greenery. People eating.
To be fair though, I rate them. Fulham's a very well-run club. It's a very, very they overachieve for what they do. It's a very well-run club, and they're in prime location in London. Like
sorry, Phil P called it the Love Island Stadium.
Fair play to them, man. Fair play to them. If they ain't gonna win anything, like have something to cheer about.
Yo, wind up.
Have something to cheer about, man.
Wind up.
Have something to cheer about.
The backhanded disrespect today has been at an all-time high.
Oh man, I gotta end this show, guys. It's been brilliant. It's been brilliant. Because I don't want any more of that. The Spurs fans know. The Spurs fans know what happens next. But yeah,
Nicolas, I'll see you Saturday.
Yeah, man. Therefore, I'll see you.
I'm looking forward to that game.
I'm looking forward to the stream.
And it's St. James's Park. It's St. James's Park.
We need both of you. We need both of you. I'm watching both of you next week on this.
Yeah, I'm there. I'll be here, man.
Even if I'm not on the show, I'm gonna be watching.
I enjoyed it. First time, I actually enjoyed this. I enjoed this.
No, big up, Nick, man.
I know behind stage you were kind of shocked still. I can't lie, bro. The better you went. The better you went still.
I love you, bro.
Oh my gosh.
Listen,
Yes,
It's got stressful. It's got stressful
first
like
time my whole
that.
life, man. Come on, man. That camera,
Sorry. I have to read Fulham Stadium with an obtuse pool. Big up Bryce.
Oh my god. That is bad.
Hey, listen, guys, big up to everyone in the comments as well. Well done, your team,
man.
You made the show what it is. Don't really want to end, but yeah, some of us have to wake up tomorrow.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, we're back next week as always. Please make sure you like, you share, and you also subscribe. Put the notification bell on. Subscribe to these lovely guys as well. Toon Tactics TV. What have you got coming up?
Yeah, you guys can find me on X, Instagram, YouTube. I've got the third part of my 3-part series on Newcastle's transfer strategy that's coming now on Friday. There's already 2 parts out. I'm doing really well, so guys, do check it out. And I've got a pre-match review for West Ham coming up. I've learned a lot from Nicolas today, so I'll be adding a few to that content as well. So yeah, do look out for that, guys.
Cool, man. And yeah, man, you can find the rest of these guys hopefully back here, man. You guys got any last words?
No, man, big up, man. Thanks for having me, man. Pause. Appreciate it, man.
No diddy, bro.
No diddy.
That's the new pause. No diddy.
Oh my days.
But yeah, man. People at home as well, if you're watching on the TV, look yourselves up, silent listeners. But yeah, man. Next show we got coming up is a preview for the Luton game. That should be interesting. Long ball. They got the most long balls in the league. So we'll see what happens there, man. They gave a lot of teams a lot of trouble. But yeah, we move, man. We move. Guys, we're gonna love and leave you. And yeah, man, as always, man, come on, you Spurs, man. This is a Spurs show.
Peace.
Peace.
Take care.